I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's going to swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow. Oh.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, winners of the WBA Award for Best Radio Show on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other.
The Brewers better bleep and go for it this year.
Do you really realistically think that they could win when there's teams like the Dodgers? Their salary.
I just saw an article that there's nothing stopping the Brewers from going to get Skubal from the Tigers. The way to beat the Dodgers is to have Miz and Skubal together.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I can imagine.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Sure.
Skubal and Miz. Oh my God. Yeah.
That's exciting.
Arnold.
Broadcasting live from the
Ignacio.
Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison, alongside Matt Hamilton and Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
It is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. At the Mountains Blue, you know what to do.
And that's Crush, a Coors Light.
I'm Jim Rutledge. I have the power in the Everlight Solar Studio alongside Molly Brown and Matt Hamilton. Molly Brown was going full Kate Hudson today. If you had the sunglasses, you would go full Kate Hudson.
I mean, I can get the sunglasses.
Yeah,
you
again.
should.
Go get 'em.
And Kate Hudson. Yeah, let's just do this
literally
a
right
daily
now?
thing.
Yeah, go get 'em right
now.
Every show will start you leaving to go get sunglasses here. Riley Yout behind the glass, primetime Wollersheim on assignment. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. That's the Carbos Talk and text line. This is more. Matt, I don't want to say take your shirt off, but can you pull up your sleeves and show us a little skin, if you don't mind? You can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream.
I was going to say, it's nice that we're having Molly get sunglasses because I learned this weekend sun protection is very important. I went boating this weekend, dropped the boat in the water last week, first endeavor, so I'm like about as pasty as ever. And I applied sunscreen multiple times, and I still got absolutely torched. Here's my
Now, Molly,
shoulders.
good thing you have your sunglasses on because you got to look at Matt's sunburn.
I can still see how red it is, even though these are like polarized.
So,
Yeah, that's
if you're
gross.
listening on the radio, Matt's arms are what shade of was that? Fire engine red, or what red are we going with there, Molly? Riley?
Yeah, I mean,
Badger red?
my son does love a good fire truck, so. But if you want to pretend like you're a Badger fan, sure.
Pretend.
Yes.
I am.
Pretend.
'Cause you're not even pink. You're straight up red.
Yeah,
I
you
know.
are. You're a lobster.
That's what blows me away is because one of the times that I reapplied sunscreen, I felt like my shoulders were burning, and I just put it on my arms. I kid you not.
That's the worst
It must have been
feeling.
expired sunscreen.
Hold on, pause. Okay, so you went on your boat? I missed the beginning of your story as I
Yes.
got my sunscreen.
Yeah,
Okay.
went out on the boat.
So when did you put sunscreen on? Before you left your house? When you got out of the truck to start putting like your oh no, your boat stays in the water.
Yeah, so I got to the boat. I took the cover off. I wasn't too hot. I wasn't sweating or anything, and I put sunscreen on.
Okay.
And then basically once we made it all the way from Waubesa to Monona, about a 45-minute little boat jaunt, I reapplied.
Okay.
And then we got to a little spot in Monona. The boaters will know it's called Holy Bay. You'll know what I'm talking about. If you're in, you're in.
Holy.
Cool.
Yeah, it's great because it's like a waist deep. It's very sandy, so it's a good spot to like anchor up and just hang out and do your thing. And I reapplied when we got there.
Okay.
Yeah.
You reapplied a couple times. Okay, so here's the thing, and here's why I asked.
Spray sunscreen.
Yes, the elite one.
It is,
obviously.
but I'm starting to think that I would rather have the other sunscreen because I never get burnt like this
Like
when
covering
I
yourself in mayo.
rub it in.
But like,
Wait,
okay, so
here's another question. Do you rub in spray sunscreen?
No.
Yeah, see, I didn't think so either. So
I only do like when I do my kids' like face, I spray it on my hand and then I rub it on their face. But
Okay.
like, otherwise,
But if you were to put it on like your shoulder, you wouldn't like
No,
rub it
leave
in
it
your
be.
shoulder. Right, exactly.
spray.
For better coverage.
But here's the thing: is my husband yesterday, because we took our kids to like a soccer game, and I was like we had already been out for a while, and I was like, I should probably put sunscreen on because like my son was like getting red, and then he was like, well, it's already too late now because it needs like 30 minutes to like set before you can do it, and I was like, see, I believe that when it comes to like jumping in the water, but like if you're not jumping in the water and you're just like at a soccer game, I don't think you need like the 30 minutes to let it set. Like I think you're good as soon as you spray it. What do you think?
No, the spray sunscreen is objectively the worst sunscreen. I used that down in Alabama intentionally because last year when I went to Bama, I got burnt. My thighs got crushed because you're just sitting at a baseball stadium and the sun's baking you.
Maybe the worst spot
this
to get
time,
sunburned.
Exactly. It was awful.
Well,
so
common
this
spot.
year, I
Bottom of your feet.
specifically just crushed my legs in the spray sunscreen, and they still got burnt.
Thank you.
Coated in the spray sunscreen, so I think it's the spray.
No.
It's terrible. You need to get like the SPF 70
Yeah.
cream or whatever.
No,
Back
I
when I
think
was a
it's-
kid,
I
they
think
had
it's you guys.
blue sunscreen, and like you knew when it was rubbed in because the blue would be gone.
Just is it the same stuff that like when you pee in the pool and it turns blue, like in Grown Ups?
No.
Well, okay. So what SPF was it?
30.
Well,
There's your problem
yeah.
too, because I am very white and I do not want skin cancer. So I load myself up with a ton of sunscreen, and I'm at like SPF 50 minimum. The one I just got from Costco is 60.
Same.
Gotcha.
I have 50, and then 60 goes on my head. And basically,
enough.
yeah. So 844-770-3776. That's Garbage Talk text line. List is more. TJ from the Road says Lobster Red. And the Adam Madison says, can't see through the radio. Is Matt more medium or medium rare? Or I'm sorry, is he more rare or medium rare?
Pretty rare.
You're rare.
It's pretty rare.
Pretty
Yeah,
rare.
so if-
You-
arms
you,
mooing.
You found the window.
Yes.
Below medium for
yes,
sure.
yes.
I'm
Matt's
past
close-
pink.
yeah.
It's so funny how the difference is though, because it's like you're actually like crisp, like in real life, but like in terms of meat, yeah, you're rare.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be like well done.
Yeah.
In steak terms.
Yes.
I got you.
So I want to ask this question. Did Matt go wrong with the SPF? Did he go wrong with the spray? Or do you think it was expired? You can chime in on any of those options. Or
I think
844
it's expired spray.
770-3776. The Carlos Talking text line list is more. But Matt, if you haven't been in the sun a ton either,
That's part of it, I'm
30
sure.
is a bold start.
Very.
Yeah. Again, when someone, I wouldn't say I'm reluctant to do sunscreen, but
Why?
I'd say I wouldn't. I
Okay.
wouldn't. But I also am not someone who like immediately thinks of it. So like when we were down at the boat, someone just pulled out some sunscreen. I'm like, oh yeah, let me get a hit
Right.
of that.
Right.
Right. Like
Let
that's,
me take a hit.
I don't want to burn, baby. So yeah, I just that's. I didn't bring my own like SPF 30. Someone just had some sunscreen. I was like, yeah,
Okay, one, you should keep sunscreen on your boat.
I know.
feel
I
like
keep it in my
number
golf
one.
bag, but I don't keep it on my boat.
Okay, number two. So how many other people were you boating with?
7.
Holy Toledo, that's way too much.
No, it was great.
No, I mean for somebody like you, it's great. For somebody like me, did anybody else get burnt that used the same sunscreen as you? Because then
I don't know.
you're going to
mean-
determine if your sunscreen was expired.
But,
Because if
like,
nobody else
that's
got
right.
burnt, that's a you
It
problem.
may- it
No,
might
you
have
said
been.
your sister gave you the sunscreen.
Yep.
Does she is she been in the sun more than you?
Yes, she was just on a cruise where she got torched. So
Maybe
she's
he's
Using said sunscreen?
Hamiltons are not good at using sunscreen.
I mean, you are literally a ginger.
I guess. I mean, I'm clearly sensitive to the sun. It'll turn into tan soon. You know what they
All right.
say? Tan fat equals muscle.
Yeah, that's exactly what they say.
I never heard. Mine is if you can't tone it, tan it.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a good one too. And calories don't count on the weekend, right?
Yeah.
844-770. That's what I told myself after I bought the greatest pie I've ever had in my life at Farmers Market. It's a
Okay.
place from Milwaukee. First time I've ever seen them there. Pecan pie.
Oh,
I don't know
what
how,
a great
but
pie.
yeah, and I like pecan pie. This was 1,000 times better than any pecan pie I ever had. It
I
was
don't know
aw-
if I've ever had pecan pie.
the middle
you are
part.
missing out.
Matt was like, it almost was like caramel. Like it had that. It was amazing.
Like texture too?
Yeah, it was a little bit thicker.
Oh,
It still
wow.
had. I mean, it's still classical pecan
Yeah.
pie, but it had like almost a caramel type texture, and then the pecans were fresh.
Perfectly toasted.
Yeah, it was.
Gotta like it.
Yeah, it was outstanding. I wish I could remember the name of them. They
I'm
gave me a
trying to
card
look it
too.
up.
But yeah, they're out of Milwaukee. They were featuring like USA Today according to their sign and everything like that.
Okay.
I'm like, I'm in. I went to the farmers market with my girls, and they say like, don't go to the farmers market hungry. Don't go to the farmers market with a 13, 9-year-old girl because
Dice pies?
no, it's something with Doc or something like that, or Doc. Like it was started with a D.
I just said it. Dice pies.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought you said guys.
I thought you said guys,
I thought I
too.
said guys pies.
No.
Yeah, Dice pies.
Dice
yeah.
pies.
Yes, Dice pies.
Okay.
Amazing. But I ended up with like just some asparagus and a few tomatoes, but otherwise it was like a homemade Pop-Tart. Amazing. Like
Yeah.
no complaints. Then we got the pecan pie, $25 worth of flowers for my wife, and like a bunch of other random things that like mushrooms too. But otherwise
yeah.
it was like nothing. I went to get vegetables and fruit and came back with
All sorts of stuff.
yeah.
My sister.
Oh, a bunch of meat. I got a bunch of meat from a local farmer.
Yeah. So I told you guys last week I had like a Swiss friend coming into town, another friend from New York, and their significant other. So they were the people I brought on the boat. The day before, my sister took them to the farmer's market. And obviously the Swiss person, she comes from a cheese culture as well in Switzerland.
Cheese culture.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not kidding when I say that.
No, you're not. I mean, look, trust me, the longest lines were either the bakery with the spicy bread or
Stella's,
cheese.
Yeah,
Yes,
sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine.
So basically, the other ones are from New York and not as well versed in cheese culture. They went to the farmer's market and everything had something to do with cheese. Like they got beer cheese popcorn, they got the spicy cheese bread, cheese curds, blocks of cheese. Like if there could be cheese on it, they ended up getting some with it. So I feel like they got the real Wisconsin or Madison experience. They went farmer's market on Saturday, boating on Lake Monona and Waubesa on Sunday.
Terrace would have been the only other thing that could have
We cruised by the terrace.
So there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and we got
cherry
the
on top.
classic go out to the middle of the lake, so you got the perfectly framed Capitol Terrace photo. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It was good. They got
Awesome.
the experience.
Are they going to bring cheese back to Switzerland with them?
No, the one from Switzerland stay until the 13th, so
Okay, so
she
they've
can
got
go to
cheese.
next week's farmer's market.
Are they staying with you the whole time?
Well, they're going up to family cabin for a little bit, but yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they are.
That's a long time. That's 12 more days.
Yeah, they got some Brewers games planned. Apparently at AmFam Field, there's banana ball games that you can go to.
Like the banana,
Like
whatever
Savannah
crew?
Banana
Yeah.
teams. Like it's there's a separate set of rules for it. It's called Banana Ball, and there's a game coming up that they're gonna go to as well.
Fun.
Yeah, so yeah, they got a fun little Wisconsin 2-week stint planned.
That's cool.
How long? And then we'll get the news of the day about Myles Garrett after the break. But how long would you wait in line for anything at the farmer's market? Whether it was like the cheese curds or whatever floats your boat, the pie.
Well, after you talked about that pecan pie, I'd wait a while, but for the most part, I'm not waiting very long. 5-10 minutes.
2 blocks for Stella's bread or whatever. I
way.
And I looked back. I was like, not a shot. Am I waiting for that bread?
No chance.
I'd wait like
it's super
20
good.
minutes.
I love it.
I'd wait. See, I've never had it.
Oh, it's
So
good.
1, that's why I would wait. 2, I would wait like 20 minutes if I didn't have my kids. If I did have my kids, I'm waiting 2 minutes. That's it.
Right.
No, and I'm not kidding.
I don't blame you.
I'm not kidding. I can't stand in a line.
I can't stand in line. And my girls, no way they could stand in a line. It's worse when they can talk because all they do is complain. So
Right now, all they do is run away or try to like Spider-Man out of their wagon. So
you
and
know
cry.
what? It's just different. Matt, parenthood is just different shades of wishing you were in a different stage of raising your kids.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Roots Chris Steakhouse in Middleton. We're going to be out there for a remote sooner than later. We're going to get, what is it, tomahawk steak there, Molly? Is that what your request was to go back out
and
there?
zucchini fries.
And
Because
zucchini
Matt got
fries.
zucchini fries one time, and now I can't stop thinking about them.
They were good.
They're so
zucchini
good.
fries. And you can go out there when we go out there. Otherwise, go see Lee and Kevin over at Roots Chris Steakhouse in Middleton. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
This is Robin Bryden from the depths of Scotland, and you're listening to Jim, Matt and Molly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just the priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
I didn't see myself going to college because I struggled with anxiety and depression, but I'm so glad I didn't let that stop me. At Madison College, I've found my community. There are a ton of support resources, and I never feel like I'm alone. My advice to others, keep pushing on. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
At Carbon World Health, feeling your best isn't a luxury, it's a lifestyle. From advanced aesthetics and rejuvenating med spa treatments to personalized wellness care, everything there is designed around you. Whether you're refreshing your look, boosting your confidence, or investing in total body wellness, Carbon World Health combines medical expertise with a spa-like experience you'll love. Discover the med spa Sun Prairie is talking about. Book your consultation today at Carbon World Health, where wellness meets results.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
What's on Tap brought to you by Miller Lite, the original light beer. Rooting for the Brew Crew because we're from Milwaukee too. Tastes like Miller time. Fans, here's the Quick Trip to the Ballpark ticket offer. Spend $200 at participating Quick Trip locations and get a free Terrace Reserve ticket to a 2026 Brewers home game. Check brewers.com/QuickTrip for more details. Milwaukee Brewers Baseball and Miller Lite.
ESPN Madison and Zimbrick Honda are celebrating the area's best high school sports stories with the Game Changers of the Month. Follow ESPN Madison on social media to see the teams recognized for making a positive impact in the community. It's the Game Changers of the Month, presented by Zimbrick Honda.
Tournament host Steve Stricker joins a legendary group of PGA Tour champions at the American Family Insurance Championship. Catch the action June 5th through the 7th with an exciting team competition at TPC Wisconsin in Madison. This year's AmFam Champ concert features Little Big Town with special guests Randy Hauser and May Estes. Friday, June 5th at Breeze Stevens Field. All proceeds support the Steve Stricker American Family Insurance Foundation and American Family Children's Hospital. Get your tickets today at amfamchampionship.com.
Join the Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock, for Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Get the information you need as you plan for retirement. That's Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Investment advisory services offered through Retirement Income Strategies, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
Looking for a place to build your future closer to home? Madison College is your answer. They serve South Central Wisconsin with 7 campuses, including locations in Madison, Fort Atkinson, Portage, Reedsburg, and Watertown. Students get hands-on experience using industry-level technology in everything from healthcare and robotics to skilled trades. Madison College is also proud of its championship Wolfpack athletic programs. Follow at Madison College on Instagram and Facebook to keep up with everything happening on campus and beyond.
The Los Angeles Rams traded for Myles Garrett. Arguably and probably the best defender in all football. Obviously, Micah Parsons right there. Myles Garrett just turned 30, so it's not ancient. They traded Jared Verse in this trade and some picks, but Myles Garrett, this is kind of the equivalent. Now, obviously, Kenny Clark may be a little bit past his prime compared to Jared Verse, but it's kind of equivalent to the Packers going to get Micah Parsons. Myles Garrett might be, again, an overall better player. I mean, he's a better player. He's set the all-time record. Until Micah Parsons passes that, they're close, but Myles Garrett is better, but they're very close.
Deep boy.
So the Rams have gotten significantly better. Not only that, they have continued to add in this offseason. They have Devontae Adams, future Hall of Famer. They have future Hall of Famer Matthew Stafford, a quarterback. And now they have future Hall of Famer Myles Garrett as
Let's not forget Puka Nacua.
Well, Puka Nacua there too. I'm just listing off the future Hall of Famers, man.
Oh.
They got 3 of them that are unquestionably future Hall of Famers. And to me, that puts the Rams as the clear-cut favorite to make the Super Bowl from the NFC.
I would agree.
I wonder what their odds jump to. I'm so curious. Like before versus now.
Right.
They had to have gone up.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. No doubt they went up.
They did. And they also, another thing though, during this offseason, though, the Rams also added Trent McDuffie from the Chiefs, who's a top tier corner. So they have really kind of added to their defense on the two most, the pass rush and pass defense. They've gotten, I would say, remarkably better.
Yeah, they want to get Matthew Stafford another Super Bowl.
To give you guys an update on those LA Rams Super Bowl odds, they are currently sitting at plus 600 or plus 550 on other sites, and they are the only team that has sub plus 1,000 odds. So they are the prohibitive Super Bowl favorite right now. It's not close.
And I believe before hearing Kyle and Well, Colin, yeah, whatever it is, K and B. Hearing them talk earlier, they were saying that the Rams did have double-digit before this.
That would make sense.
So they're there. Then you also add Trent McDuffie. Like, this team is loaded, ready to go. Matt, you talked about the offensive weapons. I think the Rams are tier 1, and the Packers are tier 2.
In just the NFC?
Just the NFC.
I'm looking at the NFC right now, just looking at all the teams that are in it. Disagree. I actually think the Packers could be tier 1.
No.
Yes. What other teams in the NFC?
I think they're not on the same tier. There could be one team. It could be the Rams. They're not on the same tier as the Packers. It's not close.
What do you mean there could be one team?
Like, the Rams
Just
are the
one
only tier 1 team.
It's
It's not the Packers.
Who else is it?
Then it could just be the Rams. I'd put Seattle. They won the Super Bowl.
They're not a tier 1 team.
The Packers aren't close. So the Rams are tier 1 in my opinion, without a question.
Okay. Packers are closer to the Seahawks than the other Rams.
Yeah.
I would say the Rams have separated themselves. I maybe could have heard the argument last week before Myles Garrett went out there, but we saw what one really amazing disruptor can do for a defense that everywhere else, realistically on paper, isn't fantastic. I shouldn't say that. At cornerback, isn't fantastic. When Micah Parsons was on the field, the Packers were fantastic. So I can just imagine what that would do for a Rams cornerback team who've
and they just
honestly
added
have better cornerbacks than the Packers.
They just
and
added
then
Trent
they
McDuffie.
added maybe a better pass rush. Like, I shouldn't say maybe. They added a better pass rusher than Micah Parsons and Myles Garrett. Like, they made a jump, and they definitely separated themselves from the pack, if there was one. The Packers and the pack. Yeah, I could see the Rams just being alone in tier 1.
Yeah, if we want to argue that the Packers and the Seahawks and the Lions and the Eagles and the Bears are all in the same 49ers maybe are all in the same tier, fine. But I don't think anyone is in the same tier as the Rams. If the Rams stay healthy-ish, but that's the same thing we say about the Packers. Packers last year, all of it was about injuries. If the Rams stay healthy, they're going to the Super Bowl, barring anything crazy. Like, they are hands down the clear-cut favorite in the NFC. I don't think there's another tier 1 team. I think it's the Rams and everybody else.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't disagree with that. The Rams are really scary right now.
844-770-3776. It's Carbs Talk. Text line. List is more. Are the Packers a tier 2 team in the NFC? Because I think we all can agree the Rams are tier 1. And I'm not even going to argue against Molly's point that there might not be another tier 1 team. But right now, I think there were a handful of teams that were kind of lumped together, including the Rams. And now, to me, Rams, Myles Garrett, you added best defensive player in football to your team that was very close to Super Bowl last year. And Myles Garrett, there's no signs of decline for Myles Garrett. And he only just turned 30.
Is there a singular move the Packers could make that would make you think that they are on par with the Rams? Like,
no.
If they went out and got the best cornerback available, or again, not that they're going to, they get Josh Sweat, another edge rusher.
Well, let's ask this question.
No, because I think
they get a running back.
I think you still have such depleted positions on your roster, like
the
cornerbacks.
most being so if they got
running
the
backs,
top corner, you would feel like they're still a tier 2 or one half step behind the Rams. I'm just asking if there's one move.
If there's one position, where are you adding it?
My gut tells me corner would make the most sense for the Packers to like find a clear upgrade.
Why? I think Jordan Love is very good at football. I think they have some playmakers. I think the Packers' offensive line could be bottom tier this year. I think Jordan Morgan, it is in play for him being worse than Walker last year. And we saw what happened when Jordan Love is having to run and make plays on the run over and over again. That's not how he makes his money. That's not when he's at the best. He's not that guy, which is fine. But the Packers have not built an offensive line where you can say, oh, well, if it doesn't work, he'll just Patrick Mahomes his way out of it. That's not Jordan Love.
Right.
And so this offensive line, if the Packers falter this year, it's going to be 100% on the offensive line. Now, I don't think there's a left tackle out there to go to get. But, like, if you were going to add something, I need to keep Jordan Love upright. And I don't trust this offensive line to do so. Zach Tom is coming off of a pretty devastating injury. He'll be back, and he was a premier right tackle. And the rest is like, I don't know, maybe.
I have confidence in Sean Ryan.
Because why?
He played pretty good at the end of last year when he started to get his feet wet at center. Because obviously he didn't start there. He played better near the end of the season, and then
I guess
now he's got some reps under his belt at center.
I think it's the hope of that hopefully they don't move things around as much as they did last year.
Yeah.
That, the consistency you're hoping in.
I think everyone should be available for practice, and unlike last year, we were waiting on Elton Jenkins to figure out whether he was holding out anymore. He missed all of training camp, which was
it
an
was
issue.
messy last year. There was a lot of messy things last year.
Rip Rona chimes in, our deficiency is corner. Can't fix that, but load up on the pass rush with Sweat to make the corners better. And
there's validity to it. We saw it last year. It worked in Green Bay. Our corners, their warts were hidden because of Micah Parsons.
For sure. I don't know if I'm crazy, but I could still see the Packers beating the Rams this season. I thought that game was a toss-up before. I had the Packers beating the Rams in our little
They play
initial
10 games. They play 10 games in a row. No injuries.
I could see it being split.
5-5.
I'd say 7 Rams, 3 Packers. The Packers can
I was going to say 6-4. Rams in favor of the Rams. But, I mean, we could still get it done. I say we as Packer fans because I'm a we guy. We could still get it done, but I definitely think the Rams would be you're betting Vegas favorite.
I think they'll be the favorite, but I could see the Packers winning still.
Okay. The Packers can win that, but the Rams have a better quarterback, better receiving core.
But the Packers have had the Rams numbers for how long?
Yeah.
Matthew Stafford's old. He can't move.
I still would. I'm sorry, the Rams are better.
I'm not saying that they're not better. I'm just saying
they're not unbeatable,
I think it's more
but 7 out of
even
10
than you think it is.
I wonder what. To me, I'm sorry, the Rams were the team playing in the NFC Championship game. They just had the best defensive player. The Packers.
Yes, they're a very good team.
The Packers lost their first game in the playoffs and then didn't do anything.
Nobody is saying that.
Right.
Last year has nothing to do with anything. I'm talking about.
But they didn't get better.
The
Packers, other roster, when you account for
and
growth,
last year the Packers season
worse.
ended 5 games on a 5-game losing streak or whatever it was because they didn't have Micah Parsons. What happens when the Rams don't have Myles Garrett if he gets hurt? God forbid.
Well, those are all different things. Yes, people get hurt. If you take the healthy Rams and the healthy Packers,
exactly.
and you play 10
and
times.
I said that I think they would split the 10 games.
Out of 10, if you take a healthy Packers and a healthy Rams, you think the Packers are winning 5 of those?
Do I want the Rams roster? Of course I do.
No,
over
but
the Packers
I'm sorry,
roster.
you think the Packers would win 5?
Yes, that's what I said.
Neutral
I said
field?
it 3 times. 5 and 5.
Fine. Why? Explain it to me how a healthy Rams team versus a healthy Packers team, the Packers win 5.
Because the Packers have had the Rams numbers for the last how many years?
Did the
Rams
have Myles
had a
Garrett
better
last year?
roster. I'm saying they got better. They got infinitely better today.
Right, and how much of a difference did Micah Parsons make to the Packers?
He made a big difference,
right,
but also
so
the Packers' defense was worse.
But Myles Garrett is now, and they added Trent McDuffie. So the Rams have added 2 Pro Bowl / Defensive Player of the Year players to their roster that finished better than the Packers at the end of the year last year. So if these 2 teams played on neutral field and healthy, yeah. Now, if you want to tell me at the end of the season you believe the Rams are just going to run out of gas because they're too old, I'll buy that. But straight up roster-wise, the Packers aren't in the conversation. They lose 7 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah, I have them losing 6 out of 4. Or 6
and that's your Packer fan thing, right?
Yes.
Hey.
I think if all things are equal, both teams are perfectly healthy. Objectively, the Rams are a better team than the Green Bay Packers. But I don't think it's a huge deal that the Packers are a Tier 2 team. If you have L.A., which, according to the odds makers, are in a tier of their own in the National Football League, if the Packers are in that second tier in the NFC nipping at their heels, I'm fine with that. I'm okay with the Packers being a notch below the Rams because, like you just mentioned, they're old. The Rams could be completely decrepit by the end of the season.
And I'll buy that argument.
And the Packers could be in a very good spot to beat them. All things equal, sure, the Rams are better, but that doesn't mean the Packers won't or can't beat them in the playoffs, which is what I'm more concerned about.
Do you feel worse about your chances, though?
Slightly. I mean, Myles Garrett is a game wrecker, and if he is on the other side of Jordan Love in a NFC Championship game, I don't like that matchup. I really don't. But I love Micah Parsons taking on Matthew Stafford and whoever the Rams have on the offensive line. So I think it's a close matchup.
If Stafford's kept up, Stafford's a winner and has won huge games over and over again. He's not going to and Sean McVay is an offensive genius, and I'm betting on them in the playoffs too.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing that Matthew Stafford's a winner, but I think Sean McVay and Matt LaFleur, I think McVay has a Super Bowl, but they're not that far off either.
No, they're not.
I mean, they are.
No, they're not.
How?
What has LaFleur done without Aaron Rodgers?
And what has Sean McVay done without Matthew Stafford.
They went to the Super Bowl.
Okay,
Jared
went to the
Goff.
Super Bowl, and then they got their doors
Okay, but
blown
they
off.
got to the Super Bowl with Jared Goff. As LaFleur can't win a division
Okay,
without
but
Aaron
let's
Rodgers.
compare them in actual games. LaFleur has had Sean McVay's number, just like we say Kyle Shanahan has had Matt LaFleur's
Have
number.
they played in the playoffs?
Yeah.
The Rams and the Packers?
Not with Jordan Love, but with Aaron Rodgers.
Yes, well, Aaron Rodgers is obviously,
they beat him. Packers won.
So, I'm sorry. I don't think anyone outside the state of Wisconsin is picking Sean McVay behind Matt LaFleur or putting the Packers behind the Rams. Or, I'm sorry, in front of the Rams.
I don't think they're putting
Games
the
have to be played, but right now, the Packers are... Here's the thing, though. The
They've
Packers,
played 5 times, and the Packers have beat them every single time.
Great. And how many of those are with Jordan Love, and how many of those are in the playoffs?
When did Jordan Love start as a starter?
23
2 times.
Was it? 22?
So they've played 2
23.
times with Jordan Love being their quarterback, and then 3 times before, and the Packers beat them in the NFC divisional playoff.
With Aaron Rodgers.
With Aaron Rodgers before the Tampa Bay game.
Okay.
Right. So, again...
I'm sorry that Matt LaFleur can't control how the standings
Right,
and
but I'm
everything
sorry,
works.
like, Sean McVay's a better coach than LaFleur. Like, it's not a conversation. He's got a Super Bowl and another Super Bowl appearance. Like,
I'm
you
not
can't-
saying he's a better coach. I'm saying in their matchups that they've had.
Right.
Matt LaFleur has had his number. You're asking about the comparison between the two.
But he had his number with Aaron Rodgers. With Jordan Love in the regular season doesn't count as anything. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well,
so
we're
Ben
talking
Johnson's
about regular
got Matt
season.
LaFleur's number?
Yes, right now he
He
does.
doesn't, though. Matt LaFleur, I can't put I could put Ben Johnson in front of Matt LaFleur. I can't say that with a straight face.
Right. I mean, you
did like last week, though.
No, I said I think he'll end up better. I think Ben Johnson, I did not pick Ben Johnson in front of LaFleur. I don't think he is better. I think he will be, but he's not there yet. I didn't put him as far as coaches.
Jim Rip and Rona chimes in. Hold on. What has Stafford done without McVay? Literally nothing with the Lions. Calling him a winner is very recency bias. He
Oh,
also
Rip and
went
Rona's just
in a
mad
winless in a
because
season.
Matthew Stafford's getting ready to pass Aaron Rodgers' legacy. With one more Super Bowl, this helps. There'll be 2 Super Bowls for Stafford, another MVP. Woo. Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers.
I don't think people are caring too much
Rip and
about the
Rona-
comparison
Rip and Rona
between Aaron
specifically
Rodgers and
does.
Matt Stafford.
Rip and Rona specifically does.
Did he?
messages
Did he
in all the
mention
time.
Aaron Rodgers
No, but
in
he has
that?
messaged in. You can look it up. He gets very upset about that comp.
Okay, Jim.
All right. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly from Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
It's not like a real life choice. You just vote. There's no like.
Vote!
that's
You just vote for it! I'm just telling you what the Twitter trolls are going to do. They're going to take one look at it and be like,
Vote
I
and
don't
you
want to
vote
pick. I don't want to pick.
I'm here in Milwaukee. I talk like a German. They vote.
What?
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
It happens without warning. And when it's a truck crash, everything changes. Trucking and insurance companies know how to protect themselves after a crash. Call Gruber Law Offices and let us protect your rights. Never take on the insurance company alone. We've got the knowledge, skills, and resources to fight and win. And you pay nothing up front to get the help you need. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Whether you're grilling outside, sitting on the patio, or watching the game, summer is the perfect time to sip on a cocktail made with Door County Distillery. Handcrafted award-winning spirits made locally in beautiful Door County. Hey, it's Alex Stroh. Mix up a G&T with that signature green bottle of gin, or sip on it with a couple of rocks, my favorite, the Door County Distillery Bourbon. Made in Door County, available all over the state, including right here in the Madison area. Local, affordable, award-winning. That's what it's all about. It's Door County Distillery. Find the retailer nearest you, doorcountydistillery.com.
Hey parents, looking for the perfect night out with the whole fam? Cheer on Madison's professional soccer team, Forward Madison FC, with the Forward Madison Family Special, presented by Madison Gas and Electric. Score a ticket to the match, a meal, and an FMFC scarf for just $22 per pack. Catch Madison's only professional soccer team in action at Breeze Stevens Field. Visit ForwardMadisonFC.com to buy yours today. That's ForwardMadisonFC.com.
Dealing with storm damage? That's never fun. That's why homeowners are turning to Everlight Solar for roofing and exterior repairs done right. They handle the entire process, from insurance claims to fixing your roof, with one trusted team. Less stress, faster solutions, and a home that stays protected from the elements. If your roof took a hit, Everlight's got you covered. Visit everlightroofing.com to get started today. That's everlightroofing.com. Everlight, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
$2.3 million. A recent Schwab survey of Americans says that it takes $2.3 million to be wealthy. Well, you may have had your financial plan set on a bigger or a more humble number. But if you're looking for added insights on how to get there or how to avoid some tax pitfalls on the way, Annex Wealth Management is ready to listen. Mark Tauscher here, and whether your situation is complex or simple, the Annex Wealth Management team can give you wealth expertise and guidance on reaching your goals. Annex Wealth Management. Know the difference.
Hi, this is Lee, inviting you to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton. We got a great happy hour every day of the week from 4 o'clock to 7, and our patio during the summer is open too. If you're getting married, a special occasion, a birthday, anniversary, or even a business meeting, we've got all the accommodations right here at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. You work hard and sometimes you're not sure what you want to do, where you want to spend your money. I want to encourage you to come into Ruth's Chris Steakhouse and say hello. It'd be a pleasure to meet you.
Join Dr. Zachary Lind for the online talk Healthy Feet for Life on June 10th. From 5:30 to 6:30 p.m., Dr. Lind shares practical tips for everyday foot care, how to spot warning signs early, and ways to prevent common problems like pain and falls. Healthy feet support balance, mobility, and independence at any age. Beneficial for everyone, including those with conditions like diabetes or arthritis. Register today at stoughtonhealth.com.
The sound of summer is on ESPN Madison.
Mizarowski, the pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Madison's home of the Brewers.
To high drive, fair and gone.
Catch every Milwaukee Brewers game this season on 100.5 ESPN.
Hitwell back, it is gone.
Brewers baseball on ESPN Madison is presented by Hard Rock Casino Rockford and brought to you by North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. Welcome back to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light, a finalist for Best of Madison Radio Team in 2026. Vote for Jim, Matt, and Molly as Madison's best radio team any day this month at madisonmagazine.com.
The only Rams first-round picks in the last 10 years. 2016, Jared Goff traded for Matthew Stafford. 2024, Jared Verse traded for Myles Garrett. And 2026, Ty Simpson.
That's it?
One of these guys is not like the others.
Since what year?
Since over the last 10 years.
16 is when they drafted Goff.
That's crazy.
So they drafted Goff in 16, didn't have another first-round pick again until 2024 in Jared Verse.
And was that when they got Matthew Stafford? That's what they gave up? Like they gave up draft picks or what? I don't like. Where did all their first round picks go to?
So they drafted Goff. They made the 18 Super Bowl, I believe, and then in 19 is when they got rid of him for Stafford, or 20 they got rid of him for Stafford.
So
there's a couple years of Goff on the Rams.
Yeah, but then the Goff, when he got traded to the Rams, it wasn't just Goff. It was obviously picks to the Lions
that's what I meant too.
Yeah. So
it's 2022 and 23. They gave him Goff and a 22 and 23 first rounder for Matthew Stafford.
And this year, I don't know which one of their picks, because they had an extra pick in here, I believe from the Falcons, because the Falcons did a really stupid trade. I think that's the Ty Simpson pick here. But then the Rams traded their own first-round pick for Trent McDuffie. So they had 2 first-rounders this year. They traded one of them to get Trent McDuffie. Mm-hmm. So they honestly have basically said, look at the way that traditional NFL teams operate, including the Packers, and have said, bleep your picks. The Rams have said, I don't care about draft picks. I don't care about anything except for trying to win. We're going season by season. And this is a win-now league. NFL stands for not for long. And the Rams, the only other team I can think of that's operated anywhere close to the Rams in my lifetime is the Saints. They operated very similar. They always were, not so much for the trades, but like they are paying still currently for the sins of going to win the Super Bowl with Drew Brees. They kept on moving money around and moving money different places, and they were in complete salary cap hell at the end of the Drew Brees era. But they just said, I don't care. We're going to burn it all down while we have the quarterback.
And how many Super Bowls did they win?
They won one and went to the other. So the Rams have won 1 and gone to 2. So the Packers in this last 10-year window have 0. So I don't know the right way. The Packers obviously are pretty damn close to the right way. But it is interesting that the Rams have basically gone completely against the grain. So the question I want to know is, would you prefer the Packers operate more like the Rams?
It's interesting.
I mean, there's pros and cons both ways, right?
Yeah, like
Like just last little bit ago, Riley was saying that their team is older, so it's like, okay, you get, like theoretically your window could be a lot smaller than what the Packers could be, because I mean, as Packer fans, it's like, okay, they're such a young roster, they have so many more years, hopefully. So like that's one way, but like
right.
I don't know.
Looking
Otherwise,
to the
it's like,
future with optimism. Honestly, with the Packers especially, like we've been watching these receivers. They're going to be good, right? We've got a young quarterback that we're grooming into the superstar he's supposed to be, and a tight end, a great tight end. But then you look at what the Rams do, and you're like, we're behind again. Like we need every player to make a jump to catch this team who's going out and getting the players they want. And here, we've made trades too where the players were a bust. I don't feel like the Rams have been making those trades as well. So as much as it is, would I like my team to do that? Like, sure, if it goes exactly the way the Rams have gone, but you can make a big blockbuster trade and then your player not work out.
So I'm wondering, and I honestly don't know off the top of my head, of like these blockbuster trades. Like the Packers made one in Micah Parsons, and that was smart. And obviously the Rams look at this and go Myles Garrett and Matthew Stafford. Like those are layups on paper.
Yeah.
And so maybe it's more of, and I don't know if Josh Sweat, which has been floated around, I don't know if Josh Sweat is a trade that would do it, but I think that there are more, I think there's a case to be made for making more layup trades, which will cost you more money. Now, the Packers were in on Khalil Mack, which, would have been a layup trade as well. But I do think that there's a case to be made when it's as close as you can in the NFL to a layup trade, go do it.
but how many layup trades are there like right now this year? What are layup trades right now in the market?
Would you call the A.J. Brown trade a layup?
Yeah. He is a stud wide receiver. He is going to be good as long as he's
a
not
problem,
injured.
though. I think he's toxic as hell.
He can be, but like,
is he less toxic with I mean, I don't know if Drake May's going to get him the ball, but if Drake May can get him the ball, is he less toxic?
They're definitely going to. They probably pitched him like, we have
Is
a
this
plan to
Stephon
get you
Diggs
the
still
ball.
on that team? Like that's going to be a toxic ass situation. I can already see it. Like
Potentially,
really.
yeah.
I know that's not the Packers, but like, I don't know. He's one that I look at and I'm like,
okay. So
like
A.J.
if you
Brown?
said Matthew Stafford was available right now, I might be like, "Ooh, Matthew Stafford right now, like 2 more years maybe as my quarterback." Like, I'm a Matthew Stafford fan.
Jordan Love, we need you to sit for one more season.
Hey, just sit behind Matthew Stafford. We're just paying $100 million for our quarterbacks.
Would you trade Jordan Love for Matthew Stafford right now? Like, are you closer to a Super Bowl if you get Matthew Stafford?
All right, we need the rest of the roster, I think, though.
No, I mean,
the Packers roster currently,
just straight up.
Just straight up. Are the Packers closer to winning Super Bowl with Matt Stafford
The Packers
instead
tier
of Jordan
1
Love?
with Matthew Stafford.
I don't know if they're tier 1.
I mean, you could look at Jordan Love with the Rams, and I think that they're still better than what Matthew Stafford with the Packers would be.
Right,
You
because
have
the
Puka
Rams
Nacua and
roster.
Devontae Adams.
Because of the
Like-
Rams roster, right. And just look at the Packers. How do you feel better about winning the Super Bowl, with Stafford or Love leading that charge? I honestly think it's closer than you think.
I think so, too.
Because Love is a little bit more mobile. I would hate to see. I've seen Stafford behind a terrible offensive line. Not saying the Packers
Can't
will
move.
be, but you had mentioned that you think that they might struggle this year. At least Jordan Love can kind of move. Stafford's stuck.
And I think Jordan Love is a very smart player too, but like Stafford is in that Rodgers.
Yes,
Peyton Manning
you're right. He
tier.
is absolutely viewed as a better quarterback.
But I mean, like,
Just
so
not
yeah,
100% sure he would be better on the Packers than Jordan Love is right now.
I get that. I
Yeah.
just mean more of like if he can.
Yes, he's a better quarterback.
But like understanding the offense, getting the ball out faster, not waiting for the home run throw, like just the little things that Jordan does to get himself in trouble, might not happen.
Probably wouldn't happen. Yeah.
And
Slash, I would trust him if there's like a minute left on the clock.
Yeah,
and
I would
it's
feel
tied
like
or you're
we're
down.
gonna. Yeah,
Right. Like
it'd be
he's
like Aaron
definitely gonna.
Rodgers time again. It's like,
Yes.
oh, you left us too much time.
For sure.
You fools! You gave us a minute.
Right. 844-770-3776. It's Carpus Talk text line. List is more. Do you wish the Packers operated more like the Rams? I'm trying to think of anyone else out there that you would trade for. Also, Riley, what do you think? Stafford or the Packers better if they had Stafford?
No, they're not markedly better if they have
Not
Matthew Stafford.
Not
for
adding
sure.
an MVP quarterback, they wouldn't be.
No, it's
He's not an MVP quarterback from like 2 years ago. Feels like 2 or 3 years ago. There, like that's a big difference.
Yeah, maybe sure. Like Matthew Stafford is a better quarterback than Jordan Love right now. But
Wait,
not
Matthew
by,
Stafford won the MVP last year.
Yeah,
right?
but not by. I don't think you're improving the Packers. Throwing him into that offense without any rapport with the wide receivers, without the weapons he has in Los Angeles, sure, it'd probably be a relatively similar scheme with LaFleur and Sean McVay. But I don't think if you're the Packers, we're just a Matthew Stafford away. If Jordan Love plays at a Matthew Stafford level.
Wait, so I don't know the answers. Did Stafford win the Super Bowl his first year with the Rams?
Was it first or second? It was early.
Second. It was very early. Okay.
Who did he beat? I can't remember.
Joe Burrow.
Yeah, they beat the Bengals, the Bungles.
That was a fun Super Bowl.
That was a very fun Super Bowl.
Because I was like, I don't care who wins. Either Joe Burrow would be awesome if he wins, and Stafford
or Stafford gets one. It's cool. I think when it comes to the question of how the Packers should operate, I think if the Rams end up getting a Super Bowl this year, they get 2 Super Bowls, go to 3, it's 100% worth it for just going all in every single year. But it's going to catch up to them eventually. You can't do this forever. You run out of assets and you run out of players that can field the team. It's like the Milwaukee Bucks right now. Am I happy they got a title? Was it worth it? Yes. But it doesn't last forever. It just can't.
I'm glad you brought up the Bucks, though, because what the Bucks don't do, and the Packers do better than the Bucks, but they're not great in the first round, is the Bucks don't draft well.
The
Rams
true.
draft well. Jared Verse,
that's how you're able to make a trade
the Myles Garrett trade. Jared Goff, that's a pick you made. I don't know. Ty Simpson, who the hell knows?
We'll
That's a Jordan Love type. Let's just hope in a few years it works out and we don't have to play him and see what happens there. But Puka was a 5th-round pick.
Which is crazy.
They had built their roster around and in the margins. They got Devontae on a bargain.
Yeah, and I guess when I think about just comparing the two franchises, how different it was this year for the NFL draft because we didn't have a first-round pick because that's what they gave up for Micah Parsons, that it's I don't think any of us really liked that. Of course, we liked the move when it first happened. That we were like, "Oh, okay, yeah, we're getting Micah Parsons." But now we're like, "Wait, how many first rounds did we give up?"
When it was time to pony up, I was like, "Yeah, they'll love this."
I can't imagine being in that situation year after year after year. The amount of trust that you have to have in your organization and in your GM is insane to me.
3 first-round picks in 10 years for the Rams. That's
insane.
Crazy, right? We missed 1 year and we're shaking.
But
we're
also,
shaking with anger.
But also, if you look at Brian Gutekunst, where it's you know what, your first-round draft picks suck anyways. So if you want to just get rid of all of them and get guys that could be potential
10 years worth.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to get guys that could be potentially incredible in the future and get us to a Super Bowl, a couple Super Bowls, I'm good.
As long as you're not making Nate Hobbs style trades, I'm on board.
And I wouldn't trust Brian Gutekunst to not do that.
Right, that's the part that is what I was getting at earlier. Is do I think the Packers could do, or Gutekunst could do what the Rams have done with, the minimal draft picks and how they move them around for what were you calling them? Can't miss.
Yeah, the home run trades.
Home run trades. Yeah, do I trust that Goody's gonna get home run trades like that? I'm maybe he's done fine in the trade market, but last year it wasn't stellar.
So honestly, there's not a perfect answer for this because the Packers have won 99 regular season wins or 99 regular season games, 4 playoff wins. The Rams 91, 5 playoff wins, 2 a Super Bowl and a Super Bowl appearance.
And how many years is this? Since
2016.
16? Okay.
10 years.
God.
So I mean, it's equal except for in the end Super Bowl appearance and Super Bowl win and 1 more playoff victory.
Right. Yeah. And honestly, really, at the end of the day, it's the appearance and the win. Who cares about playoff victories?
But it's still
because you acquire playoff victories when you get to the Super Bowl. Those come. The final end-all, be-all is they got 2 appearances in the Super Bowl and won one of them, and the Packers don't have any.
Because here's the other payoff for it, just like the Packers, and they didn't do as well as I think they thought they were going to do year 1 with Micah Parsons, but if the Packers go out and win the division or make a playoff run, then that pick to the Cowboys is less worthwhile. The risk you take here. So, with every season the Rams are good with Myles Garrett, and maybe there's The Rams seem like they're playing like they got 2 years of Matthew Stafford left. They did something with his contract too, so I feel like
$55 million a year or whatever it is now.
Yeah. So like
same as Jordan Love.
Yeah.
Which means they're equal quarterbacks, Jim. So there goes your argument.
Yeah, Jordan Love was the best in the league, and then
the Rams don't view him as any more valuable than Jordan Love.
That's just like that's why Dak's the best.
And dang it! No, I take it back.
He's mid.
He is.
You know what the best is? Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and in Middleton. Go to Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and in Middleton. Go to the Custom Jeweler, Madison's family-owned jeweler, Madison's local jeweler. Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and in Middleton. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light, a finalist for Best of Madison Radio Team for the 4th year in a row. Vote for us any day this month at MadisonMagazine.com. Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute.
This Badger Minute brought to you by The Jump Around. Don't miss new episodes of this exclusive digital show talking all things Wisconsin sports. New episodes debut Thursdays at 12:30, streaming on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
With your Badger Minute, I'm Riley Yount. Badgers legend Barry Alvarez appeared on Wilde and Tauscher Friday afternoon and said it didn't bother him that he wasn't included on the search committee for Wisconsin's new athletic director.
You know, I don't have a problem. I don't have to be on the committee. Looking at the list that they have, it's a strong list of people that understand athletics and the university, and they'll do a good job. It's a great job. It's coveted, I think, within the business, the city of Madison, the Big Ten, the university. I mean, it's a plum.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't play games. Just straightforward pricing, premium quality, and trusted Pella certified installation. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Tournament host Steve Stricker joins a legendary group of PGA Tour champions at the American Family Insurance Championship. Catch the action June 5th through the 7th with an exciting team competition at TPC Wisconsin in Madison. This year's AmFam Champ concert features Little Big Town with special guests Randy Houser and May Estes. Friday, June 5th at Breeze Stevens Field. All proceeds support the Steve Stricker American Family Insurance Foundation and American Family Children's Hospital. Get your tickets today at amfamchampionship.com.
Brian Butch here. From high school All-American to Division I to the pros, I know the value of gear that works as hard as you do. And with Father's Day coming up, Iron Jock has some great bundle deals for every kind of dad. Get a performance t-shirt and low-cut socks for just $35, a polo and cap bundle for $65, or grab a lightweight hoodie and jogger set for only $100. Iron Jock gear is moisture-wicking, anti-static, built with 4-way stretch, and powered by silver ion technology to help eliminate odor-causing bacteria. Shop Father's Day bundles now through June 21st at ironjock.com.
Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is tough, so Metro Ford of Madison makes it easy with mobile service. Metro Ford will come directly to you, home, office, wherever your day takes you. Their Ford certified techs handle oil changes, filters, batteries, wipers, inspections, and more, all without a visit to the dealership. You stay on schedule, we'll take care of the rest. Call 608-246-3600 today to book your mobile service appointment, and let service come to you. That's Metro Ford of Madison. Visit them at metrofordofmadison.com.
Your family's safety is your responsibility, and it starts with a solid roof. When the next storm rips through and takes some of your shingles with it, call Badgerland Exteriors. Or looking to replace your whole roof but don't want to break the bank? Let the team at Badgerland Exteriors give you a free, no obligations estimate.
AJ with Badgerland Exteriors here. Contracting made easy is more than a tagline. It's how we run our family business. Visit badgerlandexteriors.com to get started on your next project. That's badgerlandexteriors.com.
Every kid deserves a chance to have fun, and that's what Paul's Party is all about. Paul's Party is a Madison area nonprofit helping kids with physical disabilities experience the joy of sports. They fund expensive recreational equipment and activities like sled hockey gear, chairs for track, tennis and basketball, and much more, so more kids can enjoy the fun. Because at Paul's Party, sports are for everyone. Learn more or make a donation today at paulsparty.org. That's paulsparty.org.
This is Robin Bryden from the depths of Scotland, and you're listening to Jim, Matt and Molly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
Matt Hamilton, who is Morocco Brown?
I think that's someone who just got served to me on Spotify in my discover new artists, jazz musician. I think this is some Morocco Brown playing right now.
How many monthly listeners does he have on Spotify?
Oh, with smooth tunes like this, gotta be millions. Oh my gosh, yeah.
All right, Morocco Brown is the new AD for Wisconsin. I'm not AD, new general manager for Wisconsin football here.
Bringing in artists to be the GM of football.
I mean, he might as well be with the teams that he like.
He must be a funny guy because there is a link here, but it's not audio. I mean, it's audio, not transcribed. But from Colts.com, Morocco Brown quotes. So
okay. Do you want to read some?
Well, I have to play it, so I'll send it to Riley. It's not transcribed. It's like a video. I opened it up, and I was all excited. And I'm like, oh, it's just a video.
I do see that on my Google page as well.
Yeah, this is a chief personnel executive, Morocco Brown. But now he is the new GM for Badger football. Molly, what questions popped to mind for you?
So I guess my first question is, has Wisconsin hired an athletic director? Because to me, I look at this like a coaching staff, right? Mm-hmm. You're not going to hire your offensive coordinator before you hire your head coach. Because that is his guy. He gets to pick his own guys, right? Am I wrong in thinking that would be the same thing for an athletic director and a GM?
Yeah, because remember, Molly, everyone's up in arms because how are they hiring a AD without a president?
Chancellor, yeah.
Chancellor, yeah.
100%. Because I think when I went to the downtown Madison event that I went to last week, and they said that Marcus Sudbury was speaking at the event, and he did say that the interim athletic director, Riley knows their name, I think it's an Eric or something, is that right?
Eric Wilcox, Dean of the College of Letters and Science.
Wilcox, not even Wilcox. He is making the decision on who is going to be the AD, along with the whole entire search committee that we've talked about and whatnot before. But I thought that was even interesting because I'm like, you have an interim chancellor? And I'm not knocking them, but they're not the chancellor. Mm-hmm. And they're going to make the chancellor decisions for the next how many years that this AD is going to be here?
But to your point, and I don't know I don't have any idea what the requirements are for a chancellor, but I would imagine that maybe this guy's in the running. And maybe,
I would think that too, just like Marcus Sudbury is probably in the running for athletic director.
But if you're hiring this guy, then how do you again, maybe he's already to your point of they already have their AD. Maybe they already have their team president. I'm sorry, not team president, chancellor. School chancellor?
Maybe?
Unofficial?
Again,
just the they could have if he gets picked, but are you saying behind closed doors, the people that are in the know already think that this guy is going to be the chancellor?
Which is not insane.
Right. No.
I'm not giving any inside info. I'm just saying that that stuff happens.
Right.
But to Molly's point, if we talk specifically about the GM, if you were going to connect any dots here, I don't think it would be Sudbury named the new AD, because I'm quitting being a Badger fan if that happens. But then otherwise,
if he becomes the new one, you're quitting?
I can't. How
Why?
can you? Because
he's been with
this failing organization.
Yeah.
But 19 out of 23 programs at the University of Wisconsin have played in the postseason.
And Molly, you know that, and we all love all the other sports, but they are the other sports. You got to win at football. And a good AD and a smart chancellor understand, and we had Lamar Soup Campbell on the Jump Around talk about this too. Don Australia understood the football team makes money for the entire university. It makes money for all of Madison and all the other sports.
Right.
I like watching all the other sports, but to be able to keep those other sports alive and competitive, you got to win at football. You cannot have empty stadiums. And Sudbury, to me, has never been an AD, and he's part of a administration that failed.
I mean, I think we've said it before. I think you need a clean house.
Yes.
With Wisconsin athletics, and I know that's unfortunate because it does revolve. That's people's jobs, 100%. But NIL, you got to reevaluate what you're doing there. You are not standing a chance against other programs.
And it's not specifically, I don't care if it was Marcus Sudbury or anyone. I can't, in good conscience, get behind a program that says, hey, you know this trash program we were running? We're going to bring in our guy from this crappy program.
But is that that's realistically something I could see happening.
Yeah.
Here's
Now, I'm
the thing.
hoping it wouldn't because of the people that they're bringing in, but I could see it happening.
Yeah, and to be fair, there's lots of people that have failed somewhere and then went on somewhere else to be great. Nick Saban failed in the NFL with the Dolphins and then went on to be arguably the greatest college football coach. So I'm not saying he can't do it, but he left. There's a stigma right now around him and this past MAC organization. There's a stigma about it, and that's why I could see where you're coming from. It would be a tough time to just buy right into a guy who was a part of the last regime and is like, we're going to do something totally different. How would you know how to do that?
Right.
Because you've never done it.
And to your point on those other guys that you referenced there, they had consequences. Sedbury would not face any consequences to really look. Andy Reid talked about getting fired, and then he got innovative and changed things around and went to the Chiefs. Mike McCarthy had to get fired. He's not super innovative, but he's better than he was. So look
what he did with Dak. He was amazing with Dak.
And he did run different things than what he ran in Green Bay. He got a little still in Green Bay. Sometimes you got to be fired from that situation to come up with something new. I'm not saying any of those things aren't true, but what I am saying is that Sedbury would honestly. It would hurt, I think, across the board. And it's not specific to him. His name could be Joe Smith. Whoever is part of the program that failed, I don't want them just stepping in.
Right.
And so what is the thing? I hope you're ready for nothing. Because that's what would happen if they made the announcement that Sedbury was the new AD. Riley, am I...
Yeah, so before we get to these Morocco Brown clips.
Yeah, we'll do those on the other side, but because we're getting a little close.
Riley,
to
say something negative about the University of Wisconsin.
What? I will say
he's sweating.
I would be mad if they hired Marcus Sedbury as the general manager. I also heard him speak at the UW Athletic Hall of Fame announcement ceremony. He seems like a great guy.
Yep. Everyone says he's a great guy.
Yeah, seems like a dude I'd want to hang out with and talk to. But
its success was in store. We just had to get rid of him.
Yeah, it's sorry, man. It's not your fault. This is on Mac. But best of luck. If he goes and turns around West Virginia and makes him more power to him. I'm happy.
Okay.
So I guess the question for all of you, how does it make you feel that they hired Morocco Brown, who was a part of different organizations, and I don't know if you would consider these ones successful or not, Browns, Bears, Commanders, Colts. How does that make you feel? I know it's the NFL. I know it's a different beast. Don't get me wrong. But when you're associated with, I'm sure I could find them.
Okay.
Not good. Those teams have not been good.
The Commanders.
The Commanders turned
They had
around.
one season.
Colts are okay. Colts last year until their boy went down, Danny Dimes.
Okay, so that's 2 years out of I don't know how many decades.
I just don't know what years he was there. But you're right.
I'll try and dig.
It doesn't inspire a lot of hope. None of those teams you mentioned won Super Bowls.
For 7 GM jobs and getting none of them?
That's concerning. That's concerning just for
ideal.
any
Well, I guess
job.
8, and then he got 1 now. But
Yeah.
7 NFL ones.
What's your winning percentage there? 1 out of 8.
1 out of 8?
Yeah.
Couldn't tell you off the top
It's
of my
0
head.
in
But
the
it's
NFL
not,
for him.
It's not
because
good.
He was 0 for 7.
Hey, I will say, Jonathan Taylor just retweeted our tweet announcing Morocco Brown's hire, saying, Madison up, my dog, or something along those lines. Got to get the exact wording. But Jonathan Taylor seems fired up about it, so...
Cool.
I mean, there's the
guy
Colt
that helped
connection.
scout him.
Yeah, a little connection.
I'm not going to bury it. I haven't heard great things about Morocco Brown, but I'm not going to bury that because it's the NFL, college football. I'm not going to. I'm not going to bury it before it starts. The one thing that's interesting to me is the name that comes to mind if this job has already been decided. Then Chris Ballard might be the guy who is on the committee.
Okay.
Colts GM. And so if he was going to, we all agree it's pretty stupid to hire a GM for your football without a AD.
That's your guy.
Chris Ballard. And then Chris Ballard has ties to Wisconsin.
This is purely just you speculating, correct?
It's speculating because Chris Ballard is on the hiring committee. He is a former Badger athlete. I think he was a GA here as well. He was in the Bears front office, Chiefs front office, and the Colts front office. He is beloved in all those front offices. Everyone says he's the best dude ever.
Hey, so that's a good thing then.
Yeah, but this kind of opens a whole different can of worms for me. If you're applying for a job, you should not be allowed to be on the search committee for it.
But what if the committee during the search said, you know who the best guy is? It's you.
It's you. You're here.
He's been in front of our faces the whole time.
Does that not make you a little uneasy, though, that somebody who's a part of this committee?
No, I totally understand, because I was like, even just today, I was like, there's no way that Marcus Sudbury's on the panel for finding the AD, because he had to have applied for the job.
You'd think.
Right. So, like, I totally get what you're saying. But
I get what you're saying.
If he's the right guy for it and he's better than anybody else.
Also in the running?
He's not on the. Is he on the board?
No.
Oh, I thought he was. No, that was our board. That's right.
Yeah.
I wish he would.
Michael Finley is on the search committee.
Yeah, is he applying?
I doubt it.
No, I
think if you're, like you just said, if you're on the committee, I don't think you applied.
I don't think Chris Ballard applied, but
you just think that
But if
after
he's, like, the best
they looked
option?
through a bunch of resumes that were booty, that they were like, you know what? The best option is already in this room.
So if I can play this out, there's a search committee involved as well. This is so the search committee might have come back with Chris Ballard's name.
Oh my
Never
gosh, what a waste of money!
For what it's worth,
you paid a search committee to find something under your nose.
For what it's worth, Morocco Brown was in the NFL for like 25 years, like in terms of being in like the front office.
Yeah, so
he was with the Bears from 01 to 07.
That's why I said I'm not going to bury. I don't know enough.
Yeah.
No, I'm just giving like timeline context of how it's not like he was in the league for 5 years. Like he was there for decades.
I'm cautiously optimistic. I love the premise, getting someone from the NFL because of how professionalized college football is and will continue to become. I feel like that's what you're going to need to do to compete at the highest level in college football here soon. So I like the idea. The teams he was with don't inspire confidence in me, that's for sure. The fact that he was not hired as an NFL GM despite trying 7 different times, not a huge fan of that. But, and also like your point, Molly, I wish the new AD could have made this hire.
But how do you know that he didn't? Like they could very well have an AD hired. I think this is showing us that the athletic director is hired. They just haven't announced it.
So
yet.
that's my definite. Morocco Brown as a person, as the actual person who did the job, TBD. This is a bad hire if the AD isn't already in place and made this hire.
That's fair.
You're already calling
doesn't
it a
make
bad
much
hire.
sense.
If the AD is not in place,
if the AD, okay.
Does this just like take pressure off the AD? Like when they do announce it, like if he made this or he or she made this call to pick the GM.
We didn't even know who the hell the GM of Wisconsin Athletics was until 6 months ago when we found out it was Marcus Sudbury. Like, we didn't even know who he was. So, like, I don't think that this is a major role. Maybe I'm wrong in how. Maybe that's just how Wisconsin was handling it before. Now they need to make it more of a big deal.
Going
like,
to become a bigger
like how
role
like Stanford and Andrew Luck and like all those different guys.
I think it should have been a bigger role. Yeah,
especially given how much Morocco Brown, like his whole thing in the NFL has been director of player personnel, searching for talent. I think he is probably going to bolster the scouting department, if I had to guess, and make a lot of these decisions, or at least assist and facilitate. So I have a feeling they're going to make it a bigger role than it's been.
Molly, you look glowing, and not just because of your yellow shirt.
Thank you. That is because I went to Carbon World Health on Friday. I got a hydrofacial. You guys know that I love getting my hydrofacials at Carbon World Health. My skin just feels so good, so dewy, so fresh, everything. So if you are looking to get started on your health and wellness journey, I suggest that you head over to carbonworldhealth.com right now, or you can visit them at their location in Sun Prairie in the Prairie Lake Shopping Center or on the west side. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Stop in for an express oil change at Fish Hatchery Road on Saturdays. No appointment necessary. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
This is Derek Engler. You're listening to a Good Karma Brands radio station, 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good evening, Madison. My name is Riley Yauk, and this is your Sports Center update. Brought to you by The Jump Around, a Badgers dedicated show. Tune in every Thursday at 12:30 on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel as Jim Rutledge and myself talk all things Wisconsin Badgers football, basketball, and more. The Jump Around every Thursday at 12:30 on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. The Milwaukee Panthers are making history down in Auburn, Alabama at the NCAA baseball tournament. They've already won their first tournament game in 27 years and made the regional final for the first time ever in school history and have a chance to continue their Cinderella run in a winner-take-all game tonight against the Auburn Tigers. First pitch for Wisconsin's college baseball team is slated for 8 p.m. on ESPNU after some severe weather pushed the first pitch time back. The other baseball team in Milwaukee, the Brewers, are back home tonight looking to build off their scorching hot May against the San Francisco Giants. Shane Drowan is on the bump for the crew. His first pitch is scheduled for 6:40 with pregame coverage beginning at 6:05 right after Jim, Matt, and Molly on Madison's home of the Brewers, 100.5 ESPN.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's going to swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, winners of the WBA Award for Best Radio Show on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other.
How many times have you drank milk and eaten cheese? But like that's a dairy.
So I will say,
bit.
like, if I have a meal that happens to have cheese and I'm having a glass of milk and I maybe cut an extra slice or something.
Do you have a glass of milk with dinner?
Sometimes. Like I had meatloaf the other day. Meatloaf and a glass of milk. Beautiful. Beautiful combo. They pair so nicely together.
This sounds like my childhood.
We should get Matt a sippy cup.
We should get Matt a
I don't
milk
need
endorsement.
one.
My God.
I can drink without the
Broadcasting
sippy cup.
live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison. Alongside Matt Hamilton and Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
It is hour number 2 of Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. Sponsor Blue, you know what to do.
And that's Crush, a Coors Light.
I'm Jim Rutledge. I have the power in the Everlight Solar Studio, but what I do not have is a lot of time. So we are going to go to Riley Yauk has the Morocco Brown audio that we promised here. That this is from Colts.com. What is it titled here?
It's Morocco Brown Quotes. Listen to some of the most entertaining quotes during draft evaluations from Colts Chief Personnel Executive Morocco Brown. I'm going to play this. It's about 45 seconds. I want you to tell me, after listening to these quotes about players that the Colts were looking at drafting, are you more inspired and confident, or are you more skeptical of Morocco Brown?
Oh, God.
Here we go.
Rock, anything from you?
He's built like a little bulldog. He's still a pup. He's not as juicy as you like. He's
Not as juicy.
He doesn't open up the gate too soon. He's not a space cadet or dumb. He's a little bit weird. He's tight as a brick. He's got concrete in his helmet. He's fast as a bullet with boomer bust factor.
Rock.
He just got more kitty cat than dog. He kind of has a hard exterior shell. He works like a pack mule. He's never really been called to the target. So he's like a human kettlebell, but he's kind of jack of all trades, master of none right now. Nothing sexy about this guy. I mean, pretty body guy. He's got the big old butt, big trunk, the giant thing that just swallow guys. I thought he saw the game through the straw. He's a cyclops, he's a warrior, more glass half empty guy. He's the forgotten guy. I know what he's thinking of. He's gonna stalk you and try to suck your brain out of you.
Rock, anything different?
Suck the bread out?
Suck your brain out, I
Oh.
thought.
Aggressive.
Yeah, suck your brain out through your head.
That was a lot of animal references, which makes me slightly uncomfortable.
He sees the game through a straw. He's a cyclops.
Well, see, okay, so I was like, Cyclops. That's actually like a negative connotation, isn't it? Like,
yeah, there was some positive and some negative.
Like,
Yeah,
I
he
want
said
you
some
to
negative
have
ones.
like eyes all
Yeah.
around your head if you're
Yeah.
on my team. Like,
I think he said someone was like hard on the outside but soft on the inside.
Yeah, he's got a hard exterior shell.
Yeah.
more like a kitty cat, not like a dog or something like that.
Yep.
I don't. Why so many references to animals? It's giving me the heebie-jeebies. Like, what are we doing?
Like somehow those were coach speak generic terms, but not. Like,
Yeah.
but it
Yeah.
was also like,
I felt like I understood what he was saying, like more than most coach speak. So
True.
I'm here for it.
But also, I was like, why are you? What is happening? Like, what are these phrases?
I love it.
Hard-hitting analysis.
I don't hate them.
I'm excited. That actually made me more excited than
Are you
before.
sure?
Yeah.
Are you
Yes,
sure?
yes. It's if we had another guy like Ed Policy talking about players Like, at least there's going to be some juice here. It's going to be fun. We're going to have
But
clips
also,
for
ed
days.
policy is in a slightly different position of being like the president of the Green Bay Packers versus like director of player
but when
personnel
we've
at
got-
the Indianapolis Colts.
We've just had a lot of, like, Matt LaFleur kind of, interviews. Boring,
Yeah.
right? Like, this guy seems like he's going to have some fun.
All right,
Great,
so
we
what-
might get to hear him talk about animals
So
every
what-
single time that he
I'm
hits
gonna,
the mic.
I'm gonna give Riley some homework. Ryan never
He's a
liked homework.
mongoose.
But Riley, if you can just, you don't have to be exact on the quotes, but just have like your favorite three definition or favorite three quotes from Morocco. You don't have to have them loaded up auto-wise, but I just want you to be able to read them. So when we have Tauscher on, we can ask him what he thinks of these phrases, these metaphors, if you will. And we'll kind of see how Tauscher, a football guy, feels about Morocco Brown's football analysis.
Okay.
And see if he can give us a definition of it a little bit, too.
Yeah.
So we
like
can,
juicy. What do you mean he's a bit juicy?
Yeah, exactly. So just give us as many as you can, we think we can do, and we can run through and we'll give Tauscher to give our answers. That's coming up in a little bit, but we're going to throw some stones next.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Just say you like it. There's nothing cool about the band. It is objectively not cool.
I find
you like it.
Okay, I like it because it's cool.
It's not cool.
It can be cool to Matt. Like things can be cool to other people if they're cool to you.
I like Star Wars.
He's
I know it's
so
nerdy as
judgmental.
hell.
Star Wars
so
is cool.
judgmental. No, it is not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
When
Neither
I
is Star
dressed up
Trek,
in my
none of
Star
it.
Wars outfit,
it
that
wasn't
was
that cool.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
It's well known that the boss at the exteriors company is a perfectionist.
It's a gift.
He not only oversees every job, he inspects each aspect of the operation to get to the root of what your project will actually need to be long-lasting.
Call 960 Roof.
Oh, he's proud of all the reviews.
What can I say? Take a look.
The Exteriors Company, built for Wisconsin, backed by expertise. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side. When you see Diamond Jim, you can count on him to be on your side. Selection beyond compare with on-site repair, so you can wear your jewelry with pride. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
Any night is a great night for Pizza Hut, and they've got your next meal covered. Score a large 3-topping pizza for just $10. Try it on Pizza Hut's new hand-tossed crust. Crispy and golden on the outside, soft and fluffy on the inside. Want a different vibe? Go with original pan, thin and crispy, or Chicago Tavern style. Big flavor, big savings, just $10. Whether it's game night, movie night, or just dinner tonight, this deal delivers. Order today at pizzahut.com or on the Pizza Hut app. Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Jeff Henson owns Englehart Motorsports, and the relationship with his previous business technology vendor wasn't what it used to be. So Jeff sat down with the James Imaging Systems sales rep.
Their communication with us has been impressive. Andrew, in his consistency and follow through, proved to me that it would be the right relationship to start moving forward.
Moving forward with James Imaging Systems, a 100% Wisconsin-owned and managed business technology company. What's been the benefit, Jeff?
Definitely peace of mind.
That's really great. Has James Imaging Systems done their part in helping Englehart Motorsports do business better?
Yes, without a doubt.
Jeff, would you recommend James Imaging Systems?
I would highly recommend James Imaging.
James Imaging Systems, AI-driven workflow automation, security enhancements, and digital transformation. Call 608-221-3457 or visit jamesimaging.com.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
The first thing I thought about is, what am I going to do?
Peggy and Willie were injured when a driver ran a stop sign.
I was injured pretty bad, and they reached out to me and made sure that I got the medical attention that I needed to make that recovery. One call That was all. And everything went well.
Here for you 24/7. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Buying a new vehicle should be exciting, and that's what Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb aims to do. That's why they vow to give you the better buying experience. Jim Rutledge here. I've had 3 better buying experiences at Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb, and I keep on going back because the experience and the Chevy is fantastic. So if you're looking for a buying experience you're going to want to repeat anytime you need a new or new-to-you vehicle, I recommend you make the short drive out to Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb, because you're only minutes away from a better buying experience at Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
Go be a winner. Go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. That's where winners go. Millions of dollars are won every single weekend at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. So go be a winner and go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. We're going to throw some stones because UW-Milwaukee baseball was a winner. And Riley, before we get throwing stones, you talked to their coach on
I
Saturday?
did, yeah. Coach Sean Wegner, the UW-Milwaukee Panthers. Great dude.
You guys
big
fans?
fan of
Big fan.
ESPN Milwaukee.
Yeah, big Panthers fan.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
He's a big fan of ESPN Milwaukee, you said?
Yeah. Listens to Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, Wildy and Tausch, K and B. Fortunately, he didn't mention Jim, Matt, and Molly. But
Well, we're not on an ESPN Milwaukee.
exactly.
So, that's fine.
So,
Did you
But
tell him
great
he
dude.
could stream us?
no.
No. Well,
Bad job, Riley.
Sorry.
ESPN Wisconsin app and on YouTube. I mean, I don't know.
like, subscribe, comment. Really helps the channel.
Hey, I bet if they win tonight, beat Auburn, get them on this show, boom, better listen.
And where is where are they at in terms of like the playoffs or like the
Okay.
College World
Question.
Series?
So-
like where in the tournament are we?
So the Milwaukee Panthers right now are in the regional final. It's a double
Okay.
elimination mini bracket of 4 teams, and both Milwaukee and Auburn have 1 loss.
Okay.
Milwaukee beat Auburn to start, and then Auburn beat Milwaukee last night. So tonight's winner take all. Winner plays Ole Miss in the Super Regionals, and then it's just the winner of this versus Ole Miss in a 3-game series, and then the winner of that onto the College World Series.
Okay.
Okay.
And the College World Series is 8 teams. And then I believe that's like the 4-team bracket too, and then they all meet at the middle.
Simple.
It's college
So there's a lot
baseball
of-
is complex.
So how many more games do they need to win if they were to become the champion?
27.
They would
3.
They would
No.
need to win at least 5.
Okay.
I believe.
That's a lot of
Didn't
games.
you say one more game for this one?
And then 2 games at the Super Regional, and then at least 2, probably 3,
Regional.
probably 6. Yeah,
How
that's
do you
what
know
it's called.
this? Like literally, how do you keep up with this?
to get to
I
the
like college baseball. My buddy plays in the SEC.
Do you have like a bracket up on your wall or anything?
No, I
Okay.
should though.
Yeah.
That would be a good idea.
You know, I will say, I mean, well, I guess we should. Do you want to play a throwing stones
Yeah, let's
thingy?
do-
Because
yeah,
this is
yeah.
our stones.
Yeah.
Some takes are cooler than others.
You know this kid is as cool as the other side of the pillow.
Some opinions are just cooler than the rest.
Now what's cooler than being cool? Ice cold.
And if you keep it chill, then it's a cold take.
Chill out. I'm chill. I'm chill as a cucumber, man.
I'm always the coldest.
This is Throwing Stones, presented by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's chillest Kia dealership.
Okay, so College World Series.
Yep.
I am. Oh, I know this isn't like our entire throwing stones topic, but I actually loved the College World Series back in the day when I used to go, because we used to go to like University of Arizona games, and they were really good. Like I think they won when we lived there, but they
Wouldn't
were
be
very.
shocked.
Yeah, they were very easy games to go to. You know, there's no football going on, there's no sports going on. It's like the end of spring when it's nice weather that you can just like sit out and watch a baseball game in Tucson. So like I used to love going to baseball games for college. Like it was fun. So I don't know. Like
I enjoy college
I
baseball.
enjoy going to Mallard games, but not driving all at the east side. But in general, like when I was out there, it's good baseball. So I
Yeah.
get what you're saying. But this sparked the annual, or I don't know,
Annual.
quarterly. I don't know how often it happens.
people don't
but
talk
the-
about baseball that much.
No, at
No,
least
but
every
the-
2 years. I've seen even when Milwaukee or there's not a Wisconsin tie, people will be like, "Oh, look, a College World Series is starting. Should Wisconsin bring back baseball?"
So, I'm going to ask, should Wisconsin bring back baseball in a second, but the answer is they can't. I just want to add this context because I think Pat Richter's a friend of mine. Pat has been very clear. He played baseball at the University of Wisconsin, loves baseball, probably listens to the games on ESPN Madison because we are the home for Brewers baseball, and hated having to get rid of baseball. But it was what was required. There was no way around it. Baseball had to go. I don't know if you could pick a person less wanting to get rid of baseball than Pat Richter when he got rid of baseball. So that's
was there any other? I just kind of said. Was there any other sports that they got rid of at the same time?
That I don't.
I thought there was.
Probably.
I'd have to look it up again.
Okay, I'm just curious.
Or any other sports that they could have got rid of and didn't?
No, because again, Pat would have picked them. Like it was a Title IX thing. It's a matter of dollars and bodies and the whole like this. That was the sport that had to go. So all that being said, with all due respect to the incoming AD, the Badger Athletics and the athletic department can't put together a proper budget for the football team or the basketball team. I don't think we need to add a baseball team for them to have the coach go out and do all the fundraising for. So no, I don't want Wisconsin to have another baseball team because it'd just be another thing I'd be mad about.
I think it'd be exciting. Like, to me, it'd be something that I would potentially go to. Like, if I could have, like, a babysitter or something for all my children. I would go because I think it's fun. Just like volleyball, I think it's a fun environment to go to. It's different than going to a football game where, like, you don't feel like your entire day is taken up by a sporting event, which is nice. But
volleyball's so good though too,
and that's true too. Like that would like helps. If they suck. Like I've been to one Mallards game in my life. I would love to go to more Brewers games because, as we all know, like I'm not a baseball gal, but like going to baseball games is fun. I enjoy the environment of it all. So like I would go to Badger games, but I think I'm definitely in agreement with you where it's like you only have so many resources and you only have so much time and attention you can dedicate to each sport, and you need to focus your time and energy on the ones that we were just talking about earlier in the show, the ones that make you money. You have to focus on that, and I don't know if baseball would be that.
I agree. And as for the baseball, I probably wouldn't be going to a lot of games. I would definitely jump on the bandwagon if they're having a good season and are making the College World Series. But the thing that gets me the most and that makes me think about it like we need it is I remember as a kid, I played all the sports, but baseball was one of them. And yet the idea of playing for the Badgers, like even when I was just playing pickup football with my neighbors on the street, the dream was to do it at Camp Randall. Like, that kind of like, there's no option for baseball players in Wisconsin to play college baseball for the Badgers. Now, the Milwaukee Panthers might be their best option if you really want to stay in state and like you want to do the whole local pride thing, because that's where my head was at as a young kid growing up, is I just wanted to be a Badger.
So like if I did baseball as a young kid, I was a Brewer because I grew up Brewers fan.
Right,
Yeah,
but
I was just more curious. Yeah, it's just. But I didn't grow up in the Madison area, so I take
Jim,
for your word.
I had dreams of colleges and pro teams that I was going to play for.
What year were you born in, Matt?
What
year were you born in?
89.
Okay, so Wisconsin got rid of their baseball team in 1991.
Right.
Yeah. To me, and Riley, you too, I've never known.
Yeah, and I'm not saying I was dreaming of becoming a Badger. I just knew, like, when I played sports,
and I wasn't calling you out. Like, you grew up in Madison. I could see that very much being a thing of, like, that's the team that's nearby. So, like, you grew up in a college town. I could easily see wanting to be on that college team.
Yeah, for me, after now talking with Coach Wagner, I'm all aboard the Milwaukee Panther bandwagon. Like, they are now my college baseball team in the state of Wisconsin, and I love how they represent the state too. Like, they're very bold with all their like Wisconsin state branding. I really appreciate that. But I would be fully on board if it was feasible for UW-Madison to bring back baseball. That would rock. It would be so cool. And, like, I understand it's never going to happen. But I don't think you have to support football, you have to support basketball is a valid reason to not bring back baseball. Like, they just can't logistically. But come up with the money. There are so many people in Wisconsin that love baseball and would support a Badgers baseball team.
I don't know.
The money would be there.
Title IX, does that exist anymore?
It does.
It does?
Yeah, definitely does.
Okay.
We celebrated the 50th anniversary a couple of years ago while I was in school.
I know, but like I thought something recent happened because of the NIL stuff. it gets a little bit dicier.
I would not be shocked if there's a lot more gray area now. But
my point is, like, you might in theory be able to add it back if there isn't.
Yeah, because you still have Title IX, but then I think you might still need to add like women's lacrosse or gymnastics or something like that.
That's fine by me.
Rock.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. Yeah. And I think the biggest hurdle, then you have the Capitol Project. Where's the stadium going? Are they playing where the Mallards play right now?
There is not a more inconvenient place in Madison to get to than a duck pond.
Exactly. So it'd be it'd be very difficult. Do you build it next to the softball, Goodman,
That's
the
what I would
softball
think of.
diamond?
Yeah.
There is a giant field right there. Like I feel like
that's
They're
what
the
my head
only
too.
Big Ten school without a baseball
17
program. That's
out of
insane.
18.
That is
Only one.
insane.
Yeah, it's sad. It's very frustrating.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not a bummer, but but yeah, not
if the Gophers can do it, you can do it.
Exactly.
I feel like it's
that's
easier,
my philosophy.
easier to get to a Brewer game for me than it is to get to a Mallard game. Just for like the headaches of trying to get to that part of Madison.
Got to go all the way
park.
around the isthmus.
Yeah, it's just like
parking lots convoluted.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I guess from where you're at, it makes sense.
When this was cut, men's and women's fencing and men's and women's gymnastics were both cut at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
The fencing team?
I didn't even know they had that.
Wonder,
Why is
when
that
was
just a club
boxing cut? Because Wisconsin boxing was a powerhouse in like the
Really?
50s.
It was,
Yeah, look
yeah.
at the field house. They still have boxing national championship banners.
they
Do
were.
they really?
Actually,
I've never noticed that before.
The hockey team is now tied or just passed as the most winningest program for the Badgers.
Wow.
Passing boxing.
I had no idea.
That dynastic run.
Cassius Clay fought at the Fieldhouse.
That would not shock.
He did.
The
That's
Fieldhouse
awesome.
or the Red Gym?
I think it was
the Fieldhouse. I'm
Really?
pretty sure they
Then
fought
what was
at
the Red Gym used for? That's right. I picture
Wasn't
like
that,
boxing being. I don't know.
No, they did it for the Fieldhouse. It was an amateur
Training
thing.
ground?
Cassius Clay actually lost.
Did he lose to a Badger?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. And then he went on to not lose another fight for like 15 years.
Is this like Apollo Creed? Or is this like a different
Cassius
boxer?
Clay turned into Muhammad Ali.
Changed his name.
Okay, well, I get boxers.
Changed his name. He turned into Muhammad
I get
Ali.
boxers confused.
No,
It's okay.
it was a great question because I was going to
No, I
provide
don't know if it was a great question.
Well,
You
no,
don't
I was
gotta
going to
hype me up
provide
though.
the context otherwise that we
Fair.
should
Now, yeah.
more known as Muhammad Ali.
I was
Yes.
saying this because at the time he was Cassius
all
Clay. when
I
he
think
fought
about
here
is
in Madison.
coming to America. His mama named him Cassius. I'm going to call him Cassius. Is that your rule there, Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We got Tauscher coming up next. It's Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Okay, Jim, the
Never
phone's
seen something.
on. Say your take now about Jordan Love and Matt LaFleur.
Nope, that's a photo. That's a photo, not a video.
League sources are telling me that Jim Rutledge needs to hold his phone further back.
League sources tell me you guys need to learn to listen.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Every event tells a story, from the first impression to the final moments. Have someone guide your guests through every chapter the way you want the story told. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With a strong presence, great voices, and an award-winning team, trust us to guide, direct, and inform your guests through all the different chapters of the day. For fun, memorable entertainment for any event, please visit us at celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
The Brew Crew are back on June 2nd.
Fly ball center field. It's hit well. Grisham back. It is gone!
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they play the San Francisco Giants.
Got him swinging. Throw him a curveball. It's 11 Ks for Mizorowski.
Brewers baseball is presented by Construction Business Group. Tune in June 2nd at 6:40 on WISC TV in Madison, or check your local listings to watch the game.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Molly Brown here for Metro Kia of Madison. Metro Kia is Madison's trusted Kia dealership, and they are home to the 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Looking to purchase, finance, or service your vehicle? Metro Kia of Madison is the place to go. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned Kia, you can browse their extensive inventory and find this month's specials at metrokiaofmadison.com. That's metrokiaofmadison.com. Find your new vehicle at your trusted Kia dealership on the east side of Madison today.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Ben Bruss talking about our great friends at Road America. Turn your day into an experience at Road America. Just a short drive from Milwaukee and Green Bay, this legendary track offers more than just racing. Walk the grounds, explore every corner, and watch action from wherever you want. Kids 16 and under get in free with a paying adult at the gate. And on-site camping lets you stay all weekend. June Sprints is up next and coming June 5th through the 7th. Great food, great views, and non-stop action. Road America, where racing meets the outdoors. Check out roadamerica.com.
The sound of summaries on ESPN Madison.
Mizarowski, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Madison's home of the Brewers.
To high drive. Fair and gone.
Catch every Milwaukee Brewers game this season on 100.5 ESPN.
Hit well. Back. It is gone.
Brewers baseball on ESPN Madison is presented by Hard Rock Casino Rockford and brought to you by Canopy Wealth Management and the Metro family of auto dealers.
My name is Zach Lind. I'm a podiatric surgeon at Stoughton Health. What brought me into podiatry specifically was a lot of injuries growing up. I skateboarded a lot, played hockey, so I was kind of always injured, a lot of heel pain, a lot of ankle sprains, so I had seen a local podiatrist quite frequently. What I focus on mainly in practice is a lot of the elective bunions, hammer toes, flat foot reconstruction, high arch reconstruction. We do a lot of ankle fractures, fifth met fractures, so Jones fractures, Liz Frank injuries, Achilles ruptures.
Learn more at stoughtonhealth.com.
Running a business doesn't leave time to wait. You need answers and a banker who responds. At Starion Bank, you work directly with local decision makers who understand your business and act quickly. No runaround, no delays, just solutions. The right banking relationship makes a difference, especially when things get complicated. Starion Bank, built for the long game. Visit starionbank.com to get started today.
Green Bay Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher on Jim, Matt, and Molly is brought to you by Chalmers Jewelers. Chalmers Jewelers, with locations in Middleton and downtown Madison.
I don't know if I'd agree with that, Jim Rutledge.
Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Better feeling winning a Super Bowl or proving people wrong?
Proving people wrong.
Wisconsin football analyst.
Mark, that's awesome stuff. We really appreciate your time.
That was quick.
Jim was too nervous asking any questions about Wisconsin, so.
Mark Tauscher on Jim, Matt, and Molly is brought to you by Chalmers Jewelers. Chalmers Jewelers, with locations in Middleton and downtown Madison.
Mark Tauscher joins us now on the Yuengling Guest Hotline. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America, and now officially in Wisconsin. DG Yuengling and Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly. And, Mark, we're going to start this off with, Riley, do you have your quotes from Morocco Brown ready?
I do.
So we had some, the Colts, for Morocco Brown is the new GM for the Badger football program. Morocco Brown last worked for the Colts, and they put out a video of Morocco Brown kind of sharing his scouting slang for different recruits, or different type of draftable players, and it was fascinating. We wanted to see if you could help us give a definition to some of these terms, and Riley picked out his top three.
Okay.
All
right, number one, Tausch. He's not as juicy as you'd like.
I'm guessing that means thick. You got to have those wide. You got to have a wide, keister, if you will. I would think that's what big juicy would be.
What players do you want juicy, Matt? Tausch.
Well,
like what position players are we talking about that we want a little juice?
I think you want to have your O lineman, your D lineman. That's typically where I guess would think you'd want that extra juice, because you're looking at this is a weird one today, I gotta admit. You're looking for the thick hips, the thick butt, because you get all of your power. A vast majority of your power comes from your legs, from your hips. That's where, if you're thick, that's where you can handle stuff. And I'm guessing that's what Morocco was saying.
So to get weirder, Mark, were you described as juicy coming out, or what?
How juicy
were you juicy enough?
On a scale of 1 to juicy.
Yeah, I would say I was. I'm not getting sound graph here. So I'm not going to say that, but I would say my balance and my core, and that does also come from the juiciness. I would say it was above average.
Okay, all right.
Above average juicy.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
We've always thought that.
I'm not going to, just for a lot of reasons, ask you three if you would go down that road. I'm not going to do that. I'll let Riley told me you guys all thought you did.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to ask you.
Okay.
All right, Tausch. Number 2, he's tight as a brick.
Yeah, that's hips again too, and that's hamstrings. That's
okay.
You're always trying to project injuries and some other things, but I think one of the biggest things, and they do these tests where you can kind of see how flexible. If you got your Pilates and your yoga, that's I think a reason why guys are doing it. You need to be loose through that same area, and that's where you can bend and you can do the athletic things that you need. You don't want that to be one of the descriptors when you're being evaluated.
All right, and last but not least, he's like a human kettlebell.
That means you're built the right way.
Okay.
That you're going to have good balance. That kettlebells are heavy on the bottom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where your base is going to be where it needs to be, and I would think that's a good thing. I think if somebody says that to you, it means you're not going to be top heavy. You don't want to be a waist bender. You don't want to be, you want to be a waist, but you want to be bending from your knees. You don't want to be getting top heavy. That's where, especially, again, I look at this mostly from the O-line, D-line perspective, and that's where I think most of these evaluations are coming from. You want your foundation, your core, to be rock solid like a kettlebell.
Are these normal, descriptions of football players? Or
there's 100 ways, Molly, there's 100 ways to say the same thing. Everybody, if you're in the South, you probably got a different set of lingo. If you're out West, you got something. Midwest, they're all saying the same thing, but they're doing it in their own personal way.
You what was it, the Cyclops? What was the Cyclops one there?
Something about seeing the field through a straw?
Yeah, he sees through a straw. He's a Cyclops.
To me, that seems like a negative connotation. Wouldn't you want eyeballs all over your head?
It depends if you're talking about their focus and the fact that they're completely, you're narrow, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get here. But as far as if a quarterback is being called that way, I think it's mostly negative because you want to have the vision to see everything, but you want to be able to laser focus on what you're trying to get done.
Okay. Good insight. Things I didn't know existed or worked.
The beautiful part of this is it's all subjective.
Yeah.
You can look at this from whatever perspective you want, and you can spin it the way you want to spin it. And the bottom line is, all of those things, that stuff is, the stuff that you were talking, kettlebell and tight as a drum and all the other things, those things can all be evaluated in a certain way. It still is going to come down to all of the other things as part of the evaluation. You will get crossed off some teams' boards if your hips don't lie. That's why Shakira's so popular. The hips will tell you a lot about how good of an athlete somebody is.
So, Tausch, we kind of stumbled into a bit of a...
That in curling, too? Did you guys, when you were evaluating that, the captain come out and say, Hamilton's drunk and he's tighter, his hips are tighter than a drum, he can't do it?
Yeah, where you fall on this? Give us some scouting.
How loose are your hips and how juicy are you?
Are you juicy? Are you Cyclops?
Pretty juicy. I'm not really built like a kettlebell, which probably would be good in curling. Low center of gravity is always good in curling. And, so I don't fit a lot of these football descriptors, to be honest, other than the juicy part. Tausch, we stumbled into a conspiracy with this. We find it weird that, you would get a GM of football without an AD currently picked. You wouldn't hire a GM or a defensive coordinator and then hire a head coach. We're curious, does that mean maybe behind closed doors this AD's already picked?
No.
No, so you think they did just go and get a GM and they're like, hey, new AD, this is your guy. Seems weird,
Well,
no?
I guess the first question I have is who hired the GM? Was it the head football coach?
I don't know, Riley. Do you know who hired the GM?
You tell us, Tausch.
Yeah, you're the insider.
I don't. You guys are the ones asking questions. Now I'm asking questions.
So I guess when I think about it, Tausch, is and I could be completely wrong, and I want you to tell me if I am, but like I think about it where I'm like, okay, an offensive coordinator is not going to get hired before a head coach. A head coach is going to bring in whoever his guy is. Now I get it that this is the entire athletic department. It's not just football, but like whoever the AD is who I would assume is going to pick who they want to be their right-hand man in the GM.
Yeah, I don't think that would be a fair assessment. I would think that you're going to have who is bringing in the personnel. Luke Fickell right now is the kind of the king poo by. You obviously have Marcus and what he's doing, but he's doing more athletic directing things. He is the interim AD, and he was the general manager. So I would think that there'd be a combination of those two guys bringing somebody in that's aligned with what they're trying to do. Now, I don't know that for certain, but that would be my guess. I don't believe there's definitely not an athletic director hired right now. There's an interim AD, and they're just started this, what I'm assuming is going to be a exhaustive and long, not time-wise, but really thorough, trying to find the right person to lead this department. And is it, would you in a perfect world want alignment with your athletic director, chancellor, head coach, GM? Absolutely. I think this is just an incredibly unique situation. Everybody's trying to figure out how we can win this season and win in a big way, and I'm guessing that's how this all shook out.
That's like the conspiracy.
Tausch,
what is the I guess
it's not a conspiracy. It's a theory. You're not using the.
It's a theory. Okay.
No conspiracy, just a theory.
It could be a conspiracy theory that the AD is hired behind closed doors. Like they're on a handshake deal. They just haven't made it official yet.
Oh, well, who do we hire?
Well, we have one suspect, right, Jim?
Yes. Do you know who I said? Or
Ballard?
Chris Ballard. Yeah, I said if you were to try to if you were trying to connect the dots there, Chris Ballard would be the guy that was already hired, which I would be fine with.
You've had this theory because he's on the search committee that he's going to hire himself, though, too, right? That's
well, they're gonna turn to him and be like, you know who the best for the job is, Chris? It's you. And be like, me?
What did you guys say it was like a rom-com?
Yeah.
Sitting there in front of you the whole time.
He's going to take off his glasses. He's going to be like, wait, who is that?
Yeah. The search committee's, it feels like me looking for the ketchup in the fridge. Hey, Jen, where's the ketchup? She's like, it's in the drawer where it always is. Oh, yep, you're right. There it is, right in front of my nose.
Oh, the old ketchup theory.
Yeah. I'm just applying my real-life experiences to this AD hire.
Well, Tausch, I do want to go back to something that you said, though. And I know you're in a tricky situation, but if Fickell and Marcus Sedbury are the people that could be determining who the GM is, like, should Badger fans trust that?
That's up to Badger fans to decide. I think you've seen, obviously, things have not gone as well as every Badger football fan would possibly want, right? The last couple of seasons have not went the way they've wanted to go. But in the same respect, you've decided, and I know Mac left, but you decided to run this thing back in the middle of last season. We saw all of this, and you're going to trust that with the added resources and the new players that have been brought in along with the schedule, that this thing is going to turn around, and it's going to turn around in a big way. And if you do that, you're seeing the recruits, and you're seeing that 27 class is off to a very strong start. So you can either sit and trust and hope that things turn around and it's a really good season, or it's not going to be, and there'll be wholesale changes. I mean, those are kind of the two options that I think most Badger fans are looking at. So if you want to be negative, Jim, and sit there and say, oh, it's terrible, all this other stuff, great, go ahead, do it. You can. Nobody's going to tell you can't. Or you could say, you know what, like I know Riley.
Molly asked the question.
Last week. Riley's all fired up about it, and you should be fired up because things have lined up, and we'll see if things have changed. Because if they haven't, I think we all know what the end result will be. If things are similar to what they've been the last 2 years, I think everybody kind of understands how that's going to go.
Myles Garrett, I think he puts the Rams in a tier by themselves, the only Tier 1 team in the NFC. Is that fair to say?
I mean, I think the Rams were, already the favorites, and obviously the Myles Garrett, they gave up a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, they gave up a lot. They gave up their best defensive lineman, who's a lot younger. Now, Myles Garrett's a special player, no doubt, and he is going to make a big impact. The Rams continue to show they are not afraid to make big, splashy moves, blank them picks, and they have decided we're going to build for the future with our draft pick this year, And we are going all in to win a championship this year. And if they do it, they're willing to sacrifice a couple of years and a lot of money and a lot of young talent that's going to walk out that door to win a championship. It worked for them a few years ago, and they're banking that it'll work again.
Yeah, like to that, it was interesting that obviously the Packers and Rams kind of operate differently. Since 2016, the Rams have drafted Jared Goff, traded him for Matthew Stafford, drafted Verse, traded him for Garrett, and also drafted Ty Simpson. And they have 91 wins, 5 playoff victories, and a Super Bowl win and a Super Bowl appearance. The Packers have 99 regular season wins, 4 playoff victories, and no Super Bowls in that time, but still very similar, even though their operating styles are dramatically different.
There's no doubt their operating styles are different. And I think Green Bay has also dabbled, and obviously they made a big trade last offseason. That they have their Myles Garrett. And I think you can – this is a results business. The Rams' results when it comes to postseason football has been better than the Green Bay Packers in the last 8 or 9 years. It's hard to argue with that. But Green Bay's consistency, and I think the Packers have always looked at it, just keep giving yourself bites at the apple or opportunities to win, you're going to get there. And it's been a long run since we've gotten there. So Goody has continued to say urgency. I don't know what other moves. There's, talk of, other things that Green Bay is looking at doing, whether it's picking up Sweat from Arizona. I wouldn't think that, like anything else, when a team that you think is going to be a hurdle for you to get over the top makes a big move, you usually don't just stand pat. You're going to also do some things, and we'll see if Green Bay does that. Mark, awesome stuff. We really appreciate your time. You bet, guys. That's Mark Tauscher. Don't forget about my good friends at J&K Security Solutions. They are locally owned. They are family-owned, and they are veteran-owned. J&K Security Solutions. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
This is Robin Bryden from the depths of Scotland, and you're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just a priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
As a first-generation student, I initially joined the military to ensure I could afford college, and I had a lot of self-doubt. But at Madison College, there are so many resources extended to me, and I feel supported and confident to reach my goals. Best of all, I'll be able to transfer to a 4-year college debt-free. My advice to others, believe in yourself and your future. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
Hey, it's Molly Brown. And let's be honest, between work, kids, and everything else life throws at me, I'm always looking for a little extra energy. That's why I love ZOA Energy. It's made with natural ingredients, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, so I get that boost I need without the crash or jitters. Plus, there are tons of great flavors. It's vegan, gluten-free, and even low in sugar, so it fits right into my busy, health-conscious routine. So grab a ZOA Energy, fuel your body, focus your mind, and take on your day like a champ.
Ben Brust here to tell you about Zimbrick European. They're Mercedes, Audi, Porsche, and certified pre-owns. But the best part is I've been working with them since 2018, and the evolution has been a 2-door, a 4-door, and now it's time for an SUV. My life has changed, and it's changed with Zimbrick European. Being a dad has made it really important to have the comfort and the safety that the SUV will bring me. Again, Zimbrick European off the Beltline at Rimrock Road. Of course, I found the sexiest car on the lot. Check them out.
It's a great day for Brewers baseball, and with Brewers checking from Associated Bank, you get a powerful lineup of perks all season. Leading off is Express Entry with incredible speed. Next up, 20% off gear at the Brewers team store. Sporty stuff. And third, up to 50% off home game tickets. But if you can believe it, there's even more you can score. Because with Brewers checking, you get the strongest lineup in baseball. Only from Associated Bank. Join the crew at AssociatedBank.com/Brewers. Member FDIC.
Bo here from Ridgetop Exteriors. Southern Wisconsin got hit hard with hail recently. If your home took a beating, now's the time to take action. We've been delivering top quality roofing, siding, and window services locally for over 23 years. With free damage assessments and insurance experts on staff, we've been your licensed, local, and trusted contractor since day one. Don't wait until small damage becomes a big problem. Turn to Ridgetop Exteriors today. RidgetopExteriors.com. That's RidgetopExteriors.com.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
Calling all Badger fans. Wisconsin men's hockey powered its way to the NCAA National Championship game this spring, and that same relentless drive is headed back to the Kohl Center this fall. Now's the time to get in. Secure your 2026-27 season tickets today and be part of a program powered by Badger Pride. The next chapter starts in Madison with you. Visit UW-Badgers.com or call 1-800-GO-BADGERS to lock in your seats today. On Wisconsin.
Welcome back to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light, a finalist for Best of Madison Radio Team in 2026. Vote for Jim, Matt, and Molly as Madison's best radio team any day this month at MadisonMagazine.com.
Deerfield chimes in with a couple of throwback things to Riley's comment earlier with are Jim Plunkett and Eli Manning better than Stafford and Rodgers because each won 2 Super Bowls? Manning is a career 500% quarterback throughout his career. Cool. Then you have the other thing you talked about with the boxing side of things. Archie Moore was... No, we're not doing that one either. That one's weird. All right, Dave in Deerfield. I saw Dave Winfield and Paul Molitor play for the Minnesota versus Badgers. Lot 69 by UW Hospital. That is awesome. 2 Hall of Famers, Dave Winfield and Paul Molitor, who ended up on the Twins at the end of his career.
And then on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream, George Rybread, that's fun, says the sun seems stronger. And he said that his friend got skin cancer fishing. No hat, no sunscreen. Made me pay attention. Matt.
Hey, I had my big straw sun hat on. My face does not have any sunburn at all, just the arms.
And then Mark on the YouTube stream says Rams make bold moves and 1 bad year. But I have a question for Riley based on the conversation that we just had with Tausch. How did it make you feel when he said that, I guess I don't know the exact wording, but that Fickle and Marcus Sudbury were potentially involved in the hiring of the GM?
Because did you see Molly's face?
No, I did.
I was like slightly disgusted by it. Why the hell would you let Luke Fickell, who has done nothing at this school, and also Marcus Sudbury, who has been hand in hand with him doing nothing at this school? No offense, I don't know him super well, but just saying. Be in charge.
Don't tell him this when you're having a beer with him later.
Like, I won't. Yeah, probably Riley's friends with all the people at UW. But like, why would you let those 2 people who have done literally nothing besides drive your program into the ground be potentially the leaders in finding this next GM? So, like, why? In what world?
So should Luke Fickell just stop recruiting the 2027 class because...
No, he shouldn't, because that's his job.
If he sucks because
that's
he
his
gets
job.
fired?
His job is not to hire admin and people that are going to be controlling athletic departments. What if it is? Oh, my God. That's terrifying.
To play devil's advocate to Molly, you hear this all the time in the NFL, whether it's about assistant coaches or GMs of like, or even head coaches. Why am I coming to a team if I feel like the head coach is going to get fired? So then immediately you're not getting the cream of the crop. You are immediately getting a quote-unquote damaged or not top-tier candidate. Because why would a top-tier candidate come to a program where, as we talked about, doesn't have a chancellor, doesn't have an AD, and has a coach that was on the hot seat before his AD was fired. Mm-hmm. So what?
Walked away.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Walked away. We fired him as fans. But with all that, like, who are you getting? And I don't know enough about Morocco Brown, but what I am saying is that that's not the resume where the premier guys go, sign me up for that.
Yeah. Exactly, but it doesn't feel like a super high-risk hire. If Luke Fickell struggles at the start, if the Badgers football team isn't good again, he's gone, and the whole football program gets cleared out, and Morocco Brown's gone too. So I think you have to continue to operate as if you are going to be around for the long term.
But I guess I don't get it then. Like, why would you hire the GM before you have the athletic director hired? Like, why wouldn't you bring in the athletic director first and then hire your GM, who then can make the decisions? Because if it fails, it's on your AD.
See, so I had the same question, and I guess the best answer I could come up with is that you needed one for the class of 27, 28.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
NIL doesn't sleep.
Exactly. Like, the game doesn't slow down. Like, the game doesn't stop. Like, you have to just stay on track and continue to operate as if you are going to be here for the long term and continue to build. So I don't know if they really had a choice. You can't really wait.
You can't wait, especially with kids coming in and like transfers and everyone who's thinking about backing out and come back in. If you just go dark in your ghost mode because you don't have a GM, like I can understand it, but I also really like where Molly's head's at because I like the speculation.
I would love it if we had like a flow chart of what everybody's job. No, legit. We had a flow chart of everybody's job
for accountability.
Show us the tiers. Show us, what does the GM do? Does he is he in charge of NIL? What does this guy do? What does this guy do? Like, I want to see the entire thing just so I can know what the hell the people do. And then he could be held accountable.
I just picture Charlie in Always Sunny of just Sedberry just drawing up on the board of what everyone's doing. Like, you do this, and I do this, and I do that, and you do this, because that's the way I feel Badger football and the athletic department is currently organized.
Which sucks, yeah.
Like the string and the...
I did get a text from a former Badger player that asked if we thought Sedberry or Fickell made the hire. I said based off of the way Tauscher was talking, it sounds like Fickell. Mm-hmm. And good or bad, he said good, that it was Fickell.
Okay.
And then,
really? That's interesting.
That could just say, like, Sedberry's not going to be here. I don't want him to make the hire, or like...
Yeah, or if he doesn't like the hire of Morocco Brown, then, good, Fickell made the hire because he might be gone. Like, you could read into that a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
Or it's a good hire by Fickell. You never know.
I don't trust Fickell.
Well,
you've given me nothing.
Remember
until you can prove to me, just like Jim. Like, when you first meet Jim. Jim. No. Here's the thing. When you first meet Jim does not like people. But you have to, like, prove yourself. So, Fickell, you need to prove yourself to me. And you haven't. You've had 3 seasons to do it, and you haven't.
Accurate. That's so accurate.
What would Jim... I think we should just get bracelets. What would Jim do? WWJD, right? Isn't that what it stands for?
Yeah, that's what they mean.
Yeah.
Sure.
What would Jim do? He'd judge you.
Yeah, he'd go drive a big blue truck from Syndham Chevy.
He might make a good hire in his big blue truck, you know?
Yeah, maybe.
We'll be back at it tomorrow. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
See ya.